Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Oh shit, what's going on, everybody? Baby. Listen. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and to all of my tea leaf readers. Baby, sugar plums. Whew, it is another glorious day, darling. And you know what time it is. So, honey, I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it is time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's going on? Let me turn my computer just a little bit. Am I on the man? Wait a minute. Oh, Lord, I done knocked the thing out of... Oh, shit. See, you know what? Something ain't right. The banner ain't working right. Oh, Lord, it's falling. That's what it is. What the... God damn it. Okay, you know, God humbles me. Now, I've been sitting up here all day. It's been a long day. And if I seem a little bit discombobulated, children, it's because I have been on this fucking computer all day long. Okay? We had City of College Park duties that I had to. Y'all know I'm on the biter board with College Park and carrying on. I had a training that I had to do much earlier today. I have been sitting in this damn chair since 8 o'clock this morning. So y'all may see me go out of the screen for a minute because my ass is hurting. And I'm sitting on pillows. Because, you know, the chairs are wood, honey. So it's one of those things, okay? So that there is what we're dealing with, honey. Now, listen, we have a very exciting show for you today because I am so thankful that we have a special surprise guest to come on, and we're going to get into the whole world of eyewear and carry on, my darlings. Now, y'all have to forgive me because I wasn't aware of him right away. But baby, I got to looking on Instagram. Y'all know I love me some Lonnie B, child. Lonnie B, we trying to work out his schedule so he can come on the show. Lonnie B gave this product review, right? And baby, he got to talk about these glasses. And I said, okay, love, honey. And y'all know I am intentionally on purpose looking to buy black. Y'all know I am intentionally on purpose. Here I am. I've been that way all of my life with wanting to support black businesses. But at 50 years old now, I am starting to really get into understanding the purpose as to why that is so important. You know, back in the day when I was a kid in Detroit, we had tons and tons of black businesses until they folded and carried on. So now that I am looking for all of this, I had come across this young man, and I happened to go to his Instagram page, and he was doing a live a few days ago, and I reached out and I was like, listen, I like what you're talking. I went to the website. I saw the product line. We need to have you here so that my audience can sit down and really get into the makeup and the mindset of you, okay? He said, no problem, baby, okay? So y'all know I flipped over the moon, kissed Jesus in the mouth, and came on back and said, "Okay, love the mundo." Okay, and we're gonna make that happen. So before we get started, I'm gonna bring him in a minute. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Woo!
Hey y'all. Let me tell y'all right quick. I missed the hell out of y'all.
Okay.
If anybody don't be making no memes of me tomorrow or nothing, because y'all see me sparkling or whatever. Liliana was practicing makeup on her grandma today, and I couldn't get all the shit off, okay? So let me tell y'all, don't come for me, because I've been going, and don't do this.
With your genie ponytail turban, honey.
Yes, honey. Honey, mama will let y'all know the edges is starting to look a little crazy, but I will pull it together.
How about that?
I'm tired to take the braids out, so I'll just make it work.
Okay.
I missed y'all so much. I missed y'all.
Well, we're going to get started. I'm hoping Ray will come on up in here because I know he wanted to be a part of this segment as well.
Yes.
But what I don't want to do is keep our guests waiting, because I know he has a family and carrying on, and we are late at night. And y'all know when you have smaller children and carrying on, they want to have the parents' time.
Well, bring them in, because I want some glasses.
Okay, well, here it is. Let me go here because, see, child, let me do this, okay? Take a look at this, y'all. A little something I put together for them.
Come on now. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford. Right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
All right.
What the editing skills you over there just editing your ass?
Baby, listen, honey, listen. I wanted to make sure, and I wanted to give just a little tease, because I wanted to direct everybody to his website, because, bitch, when I tell you he got purses up in there and carrying on for the, we finna bring him up.
Girl, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been really busy and a lot of stuff been going on, so I haven't gone to the website yet. But I'm over here like, wait, those 147s?
Miss Thing, let me tell you something, and we're gonna get into this because I know he's gonna have a couple of man bags coming in the collection soon. Okay. Because it's them motherfucking purses. Hey,
y'all know shoes and purses is my thing. Even if I don't go nowhere, my closets are full of shoes.
Okay, without any further ado,
on the couch with my purse and my.
See. Without any further ado, let's welcome to the program, honey. This is the one and only Mr. David Ford. What's up, man?
What's good, y'all?
Hello,
man, I'm gonna need that intro.
I'm gonna need that intro. I'm not walking
Listen,
in
my brother do
anywhere
not be
without that
playing with the
intro.
people.
Okay,
He do
I'm not
not
walking
be.
in anywhere else without that intro. That's how I'm gonna walk into everywhere with that
Ah,
intro first, or I ain't walking in.
okay,
Look,
okay.
Mook must not be on because she would have said something by now. Did you just see that intro that Uncle Meech did for the glasses? Yeah, well, look, see
Yes.
that? That's him. That's his line.
Yeah, I think I just seen him then.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Mr.
No, that's
Ford,
his
and
line.
I'm going to give you all the respect that you have earned simply as a black man, simply as an entrepreneur, simply because you are doing something that I believe is revolutionary, and also just because of what your brand stands for. I love the fact when you say we are creating black luxury, and
Absolutely.
that permeates my soul. I mean, really and truly permeates my soul. So, what I want to do here, I want to give you an opportunity. Let's start at the very beginning and introduce the people to who you are for those who don't know you, as I'm introducing myself to you and carrying on. Let's tell the people who you are and why eyewear has become your passion.
Okay. I am our designer, David Ford, one of the only African American our designers in this country. We don't imprint, we actually make. We actually design it from the beginning. And it's been a excuse my dog. She mad because she ain't on the interview.
That's all right.
Stop.
If she little,
Come
put
on
Okay.
her
in
in
here.
there.
Yes.
Don't be acting like
Yes.
that. Don't be
She
trying to
mad
take
because she
all
ain't
the
on the
shine.
interview. She taking over. But yeah, I'm one of your only African American hour designers in this country. There's only four of us, and two
Wow.
are actually doctors, and there's one other designer. Just like myself. We do not imprint brands; we actually make them. Let me tell my wife to get this dog. Hold on. Stop. Stop. No.
Don't you love live, honey?
I
See,
was
this
getting
is
ready to say
this is
live,
why I
but it
don't
She
ain't
got a
real
mind
life
of her
now.
own.
recorded. I don't like
Stop
recorded
it.
nothing. You got
Stop.
to love live.
You're right. But I've been doing this for the past 8 years. And by the graces of God, man, it's led me to some of the greatest people from Black Hollywood to Black stars that have promoted this brand because they saw me hustling really hard from the very beginning. And it's been a great way. I've been doing this basically all my life. I've been somebody who liked art all my life. I was a kid that wore the welfare frames when I was young, and I started drawing designs.
Uh,
And those designs actually my mother kept. And about 8 years ago, going on 9 now, I actually got flown down to Miami. Somebody wanted to see my designs. The designs were actually for the lead designer of Gucci. He said, I'm not going to teach you, to be part of companies. I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself because there is no black brands out here like this. And if you learn how to do it, you can actually do this yourself. So I learned how to do it. Okay. I went to China, I went to Japan, and really learned how what each part is, of eyewear, and started to design it. So that's how I started. My dog telling the rest, but that's that's how I started. And from there, I mean, I've met so many good people like Lonnie B, Michael Collier. I mean, you name it, Leon. I mean, you name it. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it. Snoop. I mean, Bill Bellamy, Big Daddy Kane.
okay. Rodney Perry.
Urban Randall.
Yeah.
Yes, Rodney Perry. Black Hollywood has been great to me over this time, and I can't do nothing but say thank you. But they see the hard work, so that's definitely how I started.
Where are
Really?
you based?
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
And you Midwest. Damn it,
You
we
up
ain't.
top. Okay.
Come on,
Yep, yep,
Ohio.
We down here in the A, but we
yep.
come from. I'm from Philly, so
Oh,
we.
yeah. We
Yeah,
we
that's
we, we
Philly.
come
I'm
from
from
up top.
you, Ohio, and Red from Chicago. So
Right.
okay.
Nice.
Now,
Midwest stand up.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go here because see, what is so fascinating is that your mom kept all those designs.
Yeah.
My mouth flew open. In your design process and in you becoming the designer, how is it or what is it that you've learned about eyewear that has just been unique to us? Because I heard you say in an
Yep.
interview that you specialize in the African American face and the
Yes.
structure and carrying on. Please explain
Well,
that.
well, if you understand eyewear, and most of us have no idea, so we just go put a pair of glasses on. We say, "Hey, that's cool," but unfortunately, it's the nose bridge. We have a wider nose bridge,
Right.
so and we have problem with glasses. So they always put nose pads or something on them to make them fit. The arms is too short, which are the
Sure.
temples, And so I made these glasses so it fits us. So
Mm.
my glasses are particular to us. Can white people wear them? Well, of course, we can sell to you too. But it's made for us to fit more proper. Like you
So
see
you
this
say
pair
the
of glasses,
nose
it
fit
fits
this
right there.
piece? Is
Yeah,
that why when we bought our most shades and stuff? And
they go like
y'all
this.
know back in the day, we don't have the same money that we used to have, but back in the day, we spent a lot of damn money because you couldn't get nothing on my face but a pair of Gucci glasses. Oh, well, no,
Absolutely.
way back. I did have some Laura Bugattis. Y'all know I ain't
Hmm.
gonna hold y'all. Yes, I had them too.
Oh,
But is that, yeah, take it all the way back. I don't give a shit. Y'all know I'm 50. I don't care. Is that why when we buy most shades and stuff like that, that piece hurts because it's not?
Yes, it's not right.
Shut
Yes,
up.
it's not right. It's not. It's made for Anglo-Saxon and Chinese people who are mostly smaller than us.
right.
Yes. So that nose bridge is narrow. We need a wider base because our noses go like this. So
Mm.
that's something that we perfected is to make sure it can fit us more proper here
Uh-huh.
without that dent. If you notice, a lot of black people got
Got
that
that
dent
Where
right
did you
here.
get that thing? Where did
yes,
you get
I
that
can't
thing
It's from
from?
the
stand that.
glasses.
Yeah.
It's from the
Get out of
glasses.
Oh, this
here.
is such an education.
It
Okay.
is because the fact that you studied the fact for us.
Yes,
Look, give us a FUBU moment for us, Miles.
absolutely.
Look,
That's
Exactly.
right.
Okay, now in your study, and then going from designer or going from design on paper to
Hmm.
the study to then having the prototype and product, what was that transition like in that process like for you?
It was in the beginning. It was rough because I had to actually learn it. So I got one part of my warehouse right now that's full of mistakes.
Wow.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you had to learn it. It'll never come out. But those glasses are sitting there because we didn't quite understand why this wasn't going right.
Uh-huh.
Why this wasn't right.
Right.
We had to really study it. And as we studied, we figured out the wider nose bridge. And there is a particular number that goes here by doing the math.
Uh-huh.
So when we found out those numbers, it started to work. It's just like a tempo for us has to be between 138 and 150,
Mm.
or it hurts our ears.
Yeah, I was just about to
oh,
ask
we
that.
know that. Yeah.
Oh,
We
I get tired of
Yes.
putting glasses off because I'm like, oh my God, this is okay. I feel like it's about to cut my ear off
Yeah.
or something. Okay, so now we have product.
Hmm.
Now we got to hustle these things.
Hmm.
What was the earlier days of trying to get this off the ground so folks will know who you are?
Bad, bad, bad. Those first 4
Okay.
years was bad, man. They was bad. Everybody rejected me, even us
Really?
rejected
Well,
me.
it's usually us first.
Well,
And
it
that's
was the white folk.
terrible.
I'm gonna tell you, it was the white folks first, and because most of the white folks own eyewear locations.
Okay.
Okay, we
Okay.
have black folks. We usually own boutiques. Okay, for
Mm.
eyewear. White people own stores.
Right.
Okay, so
100%.
so the early days was walking in stores all over the country. Hey, we have a new brand. We had sales reps to go out. I even started getting white reps to go out. It
Okay,
was
right,
just a tough
right,
ride.
What you gotta
right.
do?
It was a tough ride because they didn't understand, well, how's he doing this? Where is he coming from? No, how can a black man know how to do this? It wasn't until I got to what we have is called Vision Expo. And Vision Expo happens twice a year. Until they made me our designer of the year about 4 years ago. That's when they started saying, you might know what he's talking about. So I've been blessed with that, to use that. And when I go to stores, I was Vision Expo Man of the Year, a few years ago. So it helps us walk into a lot of doors we couldn't walk into.
I never even thought about that process. So basically, you got to go in. It's in my head to make it make sense. Like when you're sitting in the doctor's office and those people come in because they trying to get the doctor to start writing them scripts for the meds. You have to
Hmm.
basically go in and give your pitch in order
Absolutely.
to get your glasses in their store. I never even thought.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You know,
Oh,
and at that point, they didn't even want to pay us.
right. How about
We'll put them on consignment for you all day long. You know,
Mm.
but it took me some years. Now when we walk in, I need half of what my ticket is, or they ain't going up in here. You
exactly?
know, but
Exactly.
that took star power. You know, that didn't take regular people. That took star power. You know,
Wow.
and for people to actually walk in and say, if this brand ain't in here, just like FUBU, if this brand ain't in here, we ain't buying. You
Okay.
know,
Mm.
and that's what's starting to happen now. People are like, you don't have a DFC in here? They go, nope. Well, we ain't buying. Phone
Right.
rings. You know, phones ringing right away.
Right.
That's a
Exactly.
good thing.
Now, how did you start off doing sunglasses, or did you go into the framework first and then try to go into prescriptions? What was? How did you incorporate?
Actually, all the same. All the same.
Oh, really?
Because
Okay.
all optical is pretty much the same as sunwear. Okay, sunwear. You know, because any one of my frames, besides something that's a shield, you can
Uh-huh.
actually put your prescription in.
I was
Right.
So
gonna
all
say
that
because
is,
that's what we used to do. Like I would
yeah.
go in and find some Gucci shades or whatever and
Hmm.
get my prescription put into them.
That's all you do.
So it's the same
So
thing, right? Okay.
it's the same principle. It's the
Oh,
same principle. You know,
okay.
but as I've gone along, I've become more specific in some of my different styles and brands. You
Right.
know, so that way we have those things that are strictly optical. Yeah, you can put somewhere in it, but you know it's strictly optical. You know,
Oh,
because people got a little bit different over the years. Now, eyewear is a really, really big thing again.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it was in the 70s. You
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
know, now it's really big again. It's a big wave for eyewear.
Okay. Okay. So now let's go here. Okay, let's go here because see, what was it for you to get that first celebrity endorsement? What was
Yes.
that? And baby, what, give me all that. Yeah.
You know what? My first big endorsement was Yandy. So
Really?
Yandy Smith,
What?
yes, Yandy.
I love
Yeah,
me some Yandy.
Yandy.
That bitch know how to get some money.
The first time I tripped out, and I gotta say, shout out to Brian Jones, who is one of the executive producers for Love and Hip Hop.
Love it, hip hop. Yeah.
I'm watching Love and Hip Hop, and he said, "Turn on your TV." I said, "Okay, it's already on." He said, watch this." I see Yandy walking down the street with my eyewear on. That was
Wow.
my first big endorsement was Yandy. You know, and from there, I mean, we had a whole year where we just went bananas all over Love and Hip Hop. And that made other Love and Hip Hop stars really want to catch on. Then it made other stars want to catch on. Shout out to Carly Red. She's right there with y'all. Carly is my girl.
I
Hmm.
love Carly
Carly
too.
did a ton of stuff with me, and she has her own brand.
How
But
about
she
that?
believed in this brand enough that she rolled with me. You know, and if you watch some of the episodes, you'll see a lot of my eyewear.
Right, right.
Get out.
Okay. Now see, that's
Because
very
I'm
inspiring.
I'm just, you know what I'm loving so much about this
Well,
is we know how creative we are as a people.
Hmm.
However, never in my wildest dreams did I think about us being behind the actual eyewear. Like we talked about earlier, Mish. Remember, I was
Hmm.
like, Cynthia got an eyewear line, but it's
Yep.
not the same thing when you going from designing it,
Yep.
you're doing it.
Yep.
You're doing everything. This is you, everything. It's not just your name on something.
No.
And that to me is so amazing.
hmm.
And it just
Thank you.
goes to show how amazing we are. And people always sell us short.
Yes, they do.
Right,
And
right.
you know, I've never met you, but I can say as a Black woman, I am so proud to know that there is somebody who represents us, and not just you took the time to know us, to know our face,
Yes.
get the and know all that stuff. It wasn't just about getting at the dollar. It was about
Mm-mm.
getting it right. And that's so
Boom.
important. That's so important.
Yes, it is.
That means you believed in what you were doing. It wasn't about getting a fast buck.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. This is past the buck. We do a lot of technology. You know, we're working on currently now Bluetooth eyewear. Now the competition is months behind me.
Oh,
Okay. But you best believe they're not gonna even give me my just due because when Christmas hit, January hit, big brands, Ray-Ban, this brand, that brand, they're gonna come out with it. Okay,
Yeah.
Right.
but we already out here selling them.
Okay.
See, that's the difference between us. When you're a small entity, you can really
Mm-hmm.
get behind the scenes and find things out. And I've been with my manufacturers for the past 8 years. You know, so we're so far ahead on this technology, we're
Mhm.
already ready to go. You know,
Mm,
so we figured out the process, and you know, people are buying them in groves right now. It's amazing.
out of here.
Now I'm
Now,
gonna say one thing because I know Mitch got other questions. I haven't been on the website yet. Everybody know
no, we
I
finna go ahead
haven't
and
been
go
here.
there. We finna go
I
there.
haven't been here. I've been busy doing stuff. I just got back from Philly. But Mitch told me before you got on here that you got purses on the
Come
website.
on.
Absolutely.
Look. Look, girl, wait. Catch it. Ain't that bitch lovely? Look at her. Look at her.
Y'all
Huh?
listen. Anybody watching? Y'all know how much I love shoes and purses. That
Got one in here.
that mint green one.
I know
Anybody want to buy Aunt
that's the
Nikki a
one
gift?
that's
Pull
yeah.
that back one up. Anybody want to buy Aunt Nikki a gift? There it is, right there.
Ain't she lovely? Wait a minute, girl. Wait. Hold on. Cause he got the larger ones too, girl.
Oh wait.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
y'all know I need a big bag.
Wait. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You heard me? You
Wait.
ain't ready. Look at that. Look at this handle, Miss Thing. Look at the jewel handle. You
Listen,
hear that?
y'all people over there in the
Wait.
comments. Y'all want to buy
Test
Aunt
the
Nikki a
colors.
gift?
Test
Go on
the
this
colors.
website right here.
Test the colors. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You hear me? Here go a persimmon. Look at that. Okay. Catch that one. That neutral. Look at her. Look at
Y'all
the
know I got
detail of
bills
those
and stuff to
jewels.
pay. Why y'all about to make me not pay a bill?
The detail of those jewels,
I don't
girl.
have too many. Like I don't have no drug addictions, alcohol addictions, and nothing
No,
like
honey.
that. But baby shoes and purses get me every
Okay.
time.
Okay. Now this here is just as a part of what's going on. When you decided to expand the brand and go into handbags for the ladies, what was that? How did that come up? Was it thinking about your wife, your sisters, mothers? What was
You know
that
what? Let
expand?
me tell you, we tried handbags a couple times, and
Okay.
it didn't. I don't think it just was time yet.
Yeah.
And you got to get with the right manufacturers for handbags and make sure it's right. I want to
Right.
do something different by adding bamboo to those handbags. You get a whole different feel. Get a really classic feel. You
That
know, so
luxury you was talking
yeah, they're
about.
luxury. You know, so
Uh-huh.
that's all we're about is luxury. So
Look,
luxury items are key for us. That's
ain't
the Bel Air right there. That's the new one. That is Gold Nugget.
this girl pretty. Look at this. This got my name written all on it, honey. That wait a minute. That one. But wait a minute, child. Listen to
Y'all
me.
see my eyes going this way because I got it
Uh-uh.
up on my big screen over there. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I see it on the big way.
Okay, wait a minute. Here goes the Panther. Look at that.
That's a
Look
gorgeous
at
frame.
look. You understand what I'm trying to told you? Do you and girl, wait to come in platinum. Look at that. It's gold and platinum, girl. You understand? Look,
Y'all, oh my God.
I
And
know I'm
let me
gagging.
tell you
I'm gagging.
something. Those are some beautiful
But this is the
pieces.
what?
And I am not mad at that
Is
price. I'm about to not pay a bill.
look, these are the executive. Look at this girl.
That's
Look
the
at
star favorite right there. They
yeah.
love that
You
frame.
If I
understand
walk
what?
on
Look at
set
that.
with them or honey,
Look
I'm gonna
at
come and
that.
set the whole set down.
That's me all day. That's me all day. And it come in platinum as well, child.
Like I said, any of y'all in the comments, y'all want to buy Aunt Nikki a gift.
You see
Somebody
that?
can buy me a purse. Somebody can buy me a pair of glasses. I'm not
Now
ungrateful.
I'm
Y'all
stop
can
sharing
get
because I'm gonna if y'all want to see more, y'all go to the website yourself.
yes, please.
DFCEyewear.com.
Absolutely.
DFCEyewear.com. Now, Mr. Ford, let's go here because you said something that has just tickled me. And like I said, I'm processing it because I love the statement. We are creating Black luxury.
Yep.
Please explain that.
You know, you ever notice with we always create something, then it's taken away from us.
Every time.
Okay. Every single brand that was black and that was good, that was rolling, it got taken away. They sold it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm creating what's not going to be sold.
Press
Thank
pause
you,
for a second.
God.
Did you just change your glasses?
Yes, I did. These I'm giving y'all a pre-release look at the new Bluetooth eyewear right here.
In my head, I thought he had like took off a hat or something.
Wait.
Look.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Work me. Okay. Continue. I just want to point that.
I had to change them on y'all. But black luxury is something means that we gonna call our own, that our children can call our own, their children can call their own.
Exactly.
You know what's supposed to manifest from my brand is that it continues even when we're not here.
How about that?
And we learn what black luxury is, and I'm hoping other brands learn that we all can have luxury brands. Stop buying. Let me stop. Let's support our own luxury.
First.
Okay. Yes. And notice what we have, and I'm trying to get people, we ain't gotta all make t-shirts. Okay. There's so many of us making t-shirts. Stop making t-shirts. We can take that same money, 10 of y'all get together, go buy a factory that actually sells the t-shirts.
How about that?
Okay, let's put our money together because we all trying to do t-shirts and hats, and let's get to the other side of the business. There's some serious money out there.
Right.
And unfortunately, we don't see far enough down the line where the money's at. So, I try to teach other entrepreneurs, look down the line. There's other products. Ain't nobody making belts, but we show by Gucci belts.
Oh.
Ain't nobody making coats.
Oh.
I mean, it's so many products that we can go on and on.
I like that you said, because we start something and then we sell it.
We sell it every time.
I'm gonna tell you why I like that. Okay. Yes, girl. He said eyewear tag. That's the hell he did.
That's coming because he just put them on. He finna tell us that he gonna give it to us. Stand by.
Go ahead, because I won't forget my thought. Let him explain that, because my baby sister's in there. She's a part of the Edition T team. She said that he say Bluetooth eyewear.
Absolutely.
Yes, he did say.
Absolutely.
He about to tell you what it's about.
Absolutely. So you can get rid of the Bluetooth. You can get rid of your earbuds. Okay. This will control your phone. This pair of glasses will control your phone. So it can do voice calls, call waiting. You can hear them. It has dual stereo speakers in them. Okay. So it's easy. And you can have a conversation that's not loud and blaring everywhere. It's just enough for you. And it's a great pair of eyewear. It lasts for 8 hours. And I yell on them. So they last for me about 8 hours. Okay. I don't have them on now, but they last for about 8 hours. And to turn them on, all you do is you click both sides. Let me see. Can I got my earbud in for this? Let's see if I can get them to turn on. Did you just hear that?
I just heard that.
I heard that.
so from there you connect them to your phone. Okay. And once you connect them to your phone, all your audio is controlled right here.
Now you said it's low, but will other people be able to hear it, or just us?
No.
Okay.
Let me see if I can show you. Let me see. Where my hand is.
There we go. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
See the little speakers?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like right
the speakers
here.
on both sides. Yeah.
So
it's right there in front of your earlobe. Okay.
So
yeah. So those will make sure that you ensure sound. It's great quality. And people they're buying these things like crazy right now.
So are those on the website yet?
Yeah.
There are some. Right now there is a black pair. I'm releasing this pair probably somewhere around Halloween time. I'll release these in a black pair just like that.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Okay.
Because I want to let the first ones are going really, really well. So I don't want to confuse the market too much. But these are going super well. Stars are loving them. We got them out in LA. We got them in New York. We just shot a blurb for New York. Now we're getting ready to shoot a blurb for LA. And eventually we're going to wind up doing a blurb down there in Atlanta for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let us shoot it. That's what we do.
Okay. Come through eyewear. That's nice.
You need to come on and let our team
okay
shoot the whole thing for you.
Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, because I like the presentation. I might have to send a pair down after New York. I'll probably send a pair of the black ones down to Atlanta and let y'all get out for a
Dig
minute.
that, dig that, dig that. Okay.
Let me, because I didn't want to. I knew I was. Y'all know I always say I forget shit, but I didn't forget this because it was important to me when we were talking about the not selling off the things that we do, and the reason
Right.
why that was important to me is because I'm getting an MBA in marketing, right,
Yep.
and that was part of my presentation last term. Of the business plan of y'all know. Look, my little sorry plug for my ALO Nana, right? So the thing was, I
You better
didn't want.
work me model. You better model. You better motherfucking model,
Look,
damn
and
it.
those
We,
were mine
we
way
got
back in the day. The Laura
Yes,
McGuire across the top. Remember that? They
I
was mine
know.
with them back in the day. So the thing was, they said, what would make your butter be better than somebody else's? I said, because every time somebody takes a natural product that we make for us, we
hmm
sell it. Like Carol's daughter and stuff like that. Things that we thought were still black
hmm
are owned by big companies. And that was what I said. I do not want to turn my product into a big conglomerate to where it loses the essence of what I made it for.
right,
Right,
This is,
right.
remember, Mitch, we talked about this when we first was creating our stuff. I want to build a legacy. I
right.
have
Those are his
5
words. Yeah.
granddaughters, and I'm building this legacy for them so
Good.
that it will be here when I'm not, just like you
Right.
said about the thing. And I know sometimes, I guess people come upon times where they might have to sell their stuff and stuff like that. But I think learning the business parts of things can let us know that just because you might have to bring somebody else in don't mean you have to sell controlling shares of what it is that you do.
Right.
And to be able to, if you're going to bring somebody else in to say, hey, this has to stay this way or no deal.
hmm Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's go here because I'm going to ask this question just because you know how our people are.
Yeah.
Who answered the phone
Okay.
already?
You know us and our people. And
hmm
I want to stress black luxury
hmm
because right now, a lot of folks may go to the website and they may say, oh my God, these prices, these prices,
Yes.
prices.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's talk about that because see, the natural argument is, well, you get what you pay for, all of that. But that's the surface thing. Please explain why your brand is what it is. Because see, I'm going to allude to whenever we go to Bentley or Mercedes or all them places, don't nobody question Gucci, don't nobody go when you
Right.
go to Coach, you don't question Coach, So why is it that your price points are where they are? Is it because of establishing and understanding its value? Talk to us, break it down for us.
Quality.
Ah,
Quality.
Q.
Quality. That is the word. Quality. Using the best materials, using titaniums, using Mazzucchelli acetate. Want somebody to just Google the word Mazzucchelli.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said titanium.
Titanium. Yeah.
That's why it's so heavy. In Lonnie B's uh um um review, he said, "Oh, they heavy." Because
hmm
and I was like, well, what is he making them out of? Because okay, there we go.
Yep. So
There
you
we
got
And
go.
we want
titanium.
that
You got
because we know when you paying all that other money, you paying all that money for them other glasses and stuff that we buy. But you always scared you're gonna break them damn things.
yeah.
Because they so lightweight. I want
Well,
to be
see,
able to feel and know that I ain't got to worry if I do like
there you
this,
go.
the arm gonna break.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
the key of it is, see, there's a company called Luxottica. Luxottica is the one that owns your Gucci, your Tom Fords, your Pradas. And if you just do a little research, they sold themselves off. All those brands sold themselves off to become one conglomerate,
Right.
and
Mhm.
they moved all of their stuff over to China. So it may say made in Italy. It ain't made in Italy. It's made in China. Then what they
Okay.
do is called drop screw. drop screws. So they'll just put one screw here, and they'll say it's made out of Italy, and it's gone. So that's why your quality of your Gucci is not like it used to be in '86
I
and
was getting ready to
'96.
say,
Yeah, the quality's different. Ray-Ban. Look what happened to Ray-Ban.
Yeah.
Ray-Ban went down to $89 all of a sudden
Right.
because they're doing everything out of China, which is, I mean, it's, hey, they already got the name. You can do it all day. I can't do that. So my product has to be more superior on any day of the week than their product, and we
Mhm.
make sure of that. That's why
Mhm.
that price is what it is.
Okay.
And one thing I learned is you got to stand on the price. If I'm afraid, because I used to be afraid. Okay, in the beginning, I was like
Tell that.
$99, $99. And I said, you know what? I cannot be afraid to sell my product. I know what I spent. I spent more than $99
Right.
to create one.
Create it. Right.
So you have to stand on your product. And I tell anybody in business today, you have to do a formula. And the formula in any business is times 10.
Right.
Okay, so you got to look at what you spent. You got to times 10. It still got to get out the door. You got to pay people to pack it up. There's a lot that goes into the price points,
Right.
that people really don't understand.
Right. Right. So let me ask this, because I don't want to keep you long, but where do you see yourself within the next 5 years and then the next 10 years?
You know what? We are establishing a lot of goals right now. The 5-year goal is to definitely reach more across the water, like we have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're selling in Dubai, we're selling in Paris. Yep. We're selling, in Germany.
Paris.
Yep.
look, y'all
And
know I love Germany. That's the only place I
our
ever feel
goal
like
is
I'm
though
home. That's the only
is
place
to,
I feel like I'm home.
I feel you. Our real goal is to open up a manufacturing plant in these states
Dig it.
Okay.
and employ some people. That's the 5-year goal. If we
Okay.
can't do it in 5, we're gonna do it in 10. It's gonna happen.
Dig it.
But we're gonna get it's just like voting. We got to get more people on board to understand that we're creating what we're creating, which is Black luxury. And maybe everybody can't afford it, and maybe at some point we'll create a second line that may be of lesser value. But right now, we got to keep the Bentley out here, in order to stand against these other brands. We have to do
Because
it.
if you don't stay where you are right now, you won't be able to make that other line.
Right.
Exactly.
We
And
won't be able to
people need to
transition.
understand that. So just understand that you might not be able to afford them right now, but tell your friends who can.
And I say it all the time. Yeah, just that.
But let's look at it from this particular standpoint, because see, what I'm adoring is that you got Black Star Power coming behind you.
Yeah.
Is standing to support you. And I would love to see more of, I would say, those who got the coin and want to sit down. If y'all sit down here dropping, y'all go to a titty bar and throw a G on
All day.
Let me be real. Just throw a G on the bitch just because you feel like doing it, just because you're tossing. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm not mad at the girl I'm not mad at the dance or whatever. Make your coin, girl.
Amen.
Girl,
Let
get
it make
your
it.
money.
When we want to
Amen.
sit down and say what this is, could you imagine?
Wait a minute. He just did it again.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I
we keep
know.
flipping frames.
And he making me weak. He making me weak.
We just flipping frames on y'all.
Okay, weak.
You know what, the fashion week on us.
Okay, but just imagine if MTV Cribs was all Black designers and if everything in their house was Black owned, Black made, Black manufactured. Okay, the way how it's spotlighted these grand homes. Imagine if the house itself was built by a Black designer or a Black builder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you spent all this kind of money for this house. 2.5 mil, 6.5 mil, or whatever. Imagine what that leverage would be. Now, a lot of us sit up there and say, "Damn, remember the lifestyles of the rich and famous?" We all sit up there and glamorize.
Robin Leach.
We glamorize it, we fantasize, but that gave us goals and it gave us aspirations. It gave us to work for, and to strive for a status symbol of excellence. You know what I mean? And so to have this Black man here,
Don't you cry.
I don't mean to get emotional. It's just
Take your time, Pastor. Come on with it. Take your time.
What it does for us. And the reason I think why I'm getting emotional is because of the times that we are in right now.
That part.
Where they are looking at us as Black men and saying what we can't do, what we ain't supposed to do. They still want to sit down there and talk about criminal history for those who got criminal history. They want to throw dirt. They want to throw mud. But this is why I had to have you here. Because for somebody who went through the trenches, from designing them from a kid, reintroduced to those designs, getting your chutzpah and your mojo working, to go and study, to understand what this is, to now say, I am a designer.
That's right.
Of the glasses.
And that's mine.
And it's mine.
That's mine.
And I'm building Black luxury. We have not heard, listen, we have not heard that ever. We've never heard anybody say, I am building Black luxury.
That's right.
Because
now we all have
brainwashed to think. We've been so brainwashed to think.
Yes. Oh God!
If it comes from us, even though everything comes from us, except when they take it and then they rebrand it.
That's right.
Then it's worth something. But when it comes directly from us, is when we talked about this before. You will go and spend $1,000 on a Gucci bag
all day.
Oh, Gucci, right?
All day.
Right.
Y'all know we come from that era. Okay.
I got some. I ain't gonna lie.
By the time I got to the 9th grade, I had 9 Gucci pockets because my mother was that person.
Right.
But if we knew a seamstress or somebody who knew how to do that same thing, and probably even better,
right,
you would not take your money there.
Right.
That's right.
And this is why our mindset needs to change. Because they wouldn't have been able to put those things together without us.
Let me put a proviso there, because here's the thing that showed me with this brother here. And mind you, I only saw him on the Instagram and listened to Lonnie talk about these glasses. But what sold me was the presentation. And the reason why the presentation sold me, because it was real, but it wasn't a con job.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It was real. I felt the struggle. I heard the integrity. You know, when I looked at the website and saw the product line, I was like, damn, you know, this is and that it sold itself basically. And that's the part that we have to understand about understanding how to become. The product is going to sell itself.
Right.
Okay. Now you got to be able to be a salesman without so much of the con game.
Right.
Because we in the world now, everything is fake. The world is built on fakeness. We tell you that.
You got that right.
Fake it till you make it. But this brother here, then he Midwest. You can hear all that Midwest in him, you know.
Right.
And it's like he sit up there and tried to straighten up his diction or whatever, try to be something that he's not. He can't shoot from the hip.
Right.
You know, that's what sold me on this. So, brother, I
feel like it gives me something to be proud of.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
It makes me want to buy it because I'm proud of it.
Right.
That's all I want.
Like, yo, he came on the show and he gave us a whole damn lesson. Did you know that they wasn't making glasses that was just for us? You know, the damn thing. I'm proud to be able to say I learned that from somewhere. And I want our people to stop making it seem like you can sell each other short. Because you pay 2 and 3 times the price for that somewhere else, but then come here and say, well, why it cost that much? Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that.
The key is, and I tell everybody, you know, when they start talking price points, I said, let me tell you something. Don't come hustle me because I'm in your face. Okay. You don't go to the retail store and do that. You give me the same respect. This is Black luxury. So give me the same respect that you're gonna get to that man when you're standing across that counter. It just so happens I'm more visible. I'm one of the designers that you can actually touch.
Right.
Most designers you can't touch. You
Right.
looking for a white man with slick back hair. I ain't him.
Okay.
I'm here though. You
Let me
know?
take some of these comments and then I'm gonna let you go home
Okay.
to your
He
people.
present this mind
Present
well.
that
Yes, he
mind
did,
well.
Tay. Yes, he
See, when
did.
you do it because God gives it to you, there's nothing but success to follow. Keep God first in all things. He's going to take you so much further.
Come
Okay,
on.
Appreciate you.
come on now. Okay, yes, come on now. Wait a minute. What is this? I like those, but I love the last ones way better. But those make you look more hip. The others make you look more distinguished and intelligent. They both look great on you, though. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a time and place for
Appreciate you.
everything,
You
honey.
switching these
We can
glasses
we
back
can
and forth.
keep going. I mean, we can
Look,
just
it's
keep
a time
flipping
and a place for
frames. I mean,
everything.
whatever y'all want to do, we can flip
Oh,
frames
wait
all
a
day.
minute. Uh-oh.
Okay. You've been on Shark Tank, or is that the reason why you wouldn't go on there? Something like that.
No, you never give up something to Shark Tank. Ever. The minute you put something on Shark Tank, what you think's gonna happen? Million viewers. Somebody's coming.
Right.
Okay. And it may not be for you. So you
Oh,
don't Shark Tank your ideas.
Right.
how
Okay.
about that?
You hold them and you manifest your dreams.
And then if we notice, remember what I said when we talked about, because we don't want to give up our thing.
Right.
The minute
That's what
you
those
go on
shows are
there,
for.
they want to change some stuff and take away the integrity of what your product is and all of that. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Well, I think you need to repackage it. Okay. Right. Come on now. You have to know your words. Okay. Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Amen.
Okay. Okay. Ask if you can share his website on my info page. You know, I love to support Black businesses.
Oh yeah. He wants to.
Absolutely. It's free.
Okay,
Share it.
but I'm gonna send you the commercial that I did, the intro that I put together. I'll send you that. How about that?
Hey, and send me
Okay.
that too. Uh, I need that. I'm told I'm not walking into a room unless they play that from here on out.
You
Okay,
better come on. You better come on.
okay, well that
Period.
got me proud. How about that,
Look
Shirley?
what COVID done did. Look what
Okay,
COVID done did to the team. Ain't none of us like to edit
okay,
before. We will film it, direct it, and everything else. Nobody like to edit. Now here he
okay.
go. He done sat in the house and learned how to do all that.
Right, come through eyewear. Damn, that's nice. I can't stand them earbuds. That's a golden product.
It's
Come
a
Okay,
on,
golden
Tay.
product. And we're
okay,
on top, we're in front of it.
I definitely want them.
Yep.
okay. Listen
Make me
to
feel like I'm a young buck.
Tay said, I'm not a purse wearing girl, but my eyewear collection is on point. Those shades are on point, honey. Okay. I'm telling you what
Appreciate you.
okay, everybody else is saying hi and carrying on, and I'm gonna come back to some of those in a minute because those are personal here. Okay. Oh, Marla said, I want to do the same. Send me that info too. Oh, darling. Okay,
Oh,
well,
come
listen.
on.
Okay, well,
Y'all share
Come
this
on
with
through, y'all.
yes.
I'm
Come
gonna
on
let
through,
you get
y'all.
back to your family, but I'm gonna let you take a little bit of time and just introduce yourself and whatever you want to tell the people right now about you or how to get in touch with you. This is your moment. Go for it, bro.
You know what? Let me say this. First and foremost, people, believe in yourself. If you got a dream, go for it. Don't let nobody take it away from you. And don't stop. Just don't stop because it is tangible. You know, a lot of times we think things are not tangible, but we can all make it happen. You know, so I am your boy. I'm our designer, David Ford. I don't give it to you no other way but raw. So if you like what I'm saying, definitely come on dfciwer.com, buy the product, and support, And if you don't want to support, just share the link with somebody else. It's okay. And Instagram is David Ford Collection. Twitter is DFC Eyewear. Facebook, David Ford. Definitely follow us, man. Just follow. Let's look on my page itself and see who's following the journey. And let me say tomorrow. Let me say this tomorrow. Y'all join me tomorrow on the Michael Coyer Morning Show at 10 a.m. our time. We'll be on there, myself and Lonnie B. So make
Ah,
sure you
Oh,
come
come
join us.
on.
Yep. So we'll be on there 10 a.m. on Facebook, The Michael Coyer Morning Show. He's also on YouTube, and that'll be on at 10 a.m. So y'all make sure, man. And I want to tell y'all both, man, thank y'all for this interview and for spreading the word because without y'all, there is no me.
Well, thank you,
listen,
because you
without
just make us
you,
proud. You make
Listen,
us
bruh.
proud. And Meech, you heard him. He almost said some of our ending. Meech says when we go off, if you like me, tell a friend. If you don't, tell an enemy.
There
Okay.
you go.
You know, that there, I'm already with admiration for you. I'm already going to adopt you in the family. Your logo,
appreciate y'all.
I got to go get one of those T-shirts because that logo is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And hey, I'm down. I'm down.
Purses. I'm
Okay.
coming for one of them purses, honey.
God damn it, you and me both, honey. Okay, because Samantha, okay.
I appreciate y'all.
To your family, and thank you for joining us this evening.
All right.
So much. Keep
All right.
doing what you doing.
Thank y'all, man. Hey,
All right.
Big Meeks, send me that video. I ain't walking in no room without that video.
I promise.
Thank y'all, man.
Talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Talk soon.
Good night.
It's wonderful. You guys, did y'all see that?
Oh my God! Today, you know what?
He gave us a lesson.
I need a breather. Let me take a breather. I'm gonna play the commercial.
Go ahead and play the commercial so I can bite my fish. Go
ahead. Okay. See.
Come on down. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that. David Ford. Right there. That's his name. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that. David Ford. That's his name. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Yes, baby. I just needed a breather, honey. I am just ecstatic with him. I'm telling y'all, it's very rare that I initially moved to do something like that, you know. And then he reached out right away. I sent him the telephone number. I said, listen, call me because I just need to talk to you. And he called me right away. And we set this up for today. And I'm very grateful. I'm just in awe of him, you know.
Me too. It gave you something to be proud of.
And then the knowledge behind it, because something that he said, which is absolutely revolutionary, that he went to China and he went to other places in order to learn the craft. To learn it. And that there is something that we cannot be afraid of, honey. If you don't know it, you got to go get the knowledge. And oftentimes, I know I'm one of them, because especially now that I got older, I used to be able to pick up chick. You know, you show it to me one time and I got it. Well, now you may have to show it to me 3-4 times. You know,
we can't be afraid of that either.
We can't be afraid of it, you know, and we can't allow ourselves to we cannot allow ourselves to not be able to continually be students.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
have to learn something every day. Remember, Meech, we just told Lily that the other day. What was that? A couple weeks ago. We said you got to learn something every day.
In my younger days, I used to model eyewear from Paris. Oh, really? From Paris, Mickey, I would model today for that also. Really? You better come home.
All right.
Okay, God is good that he was able to do this. We put ourselves in a box. We got to be able to break those barriers down all day. All day, Marla. All day. I love it. Those sunglasses are really nice. Girl, them sunglasses are
Them things are amazing.
the absolute team. This was absolutely wonderful to join in tonight. Black man willing to work it. Work it. Say it, Marla. Work it. Okay, that's the team. That there is the team.
And remember, I said it wasn't about a fast buck. It's about the quality of his work. He took the time to know that yes, I can make some luxury eyeglasses, but I'm gonna make some luxury eyeglasses for us.
Right.
They're about us.
David. God is
and
so
that part
amazing. Okay,
like,
yes.
That was so touching to me that you took the time to say, well, there's something not the same. You know, our faces are wider, our noses are wider, and stuff like that. And made those adjustments when you probably didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Where other people ain't never gave a damn about nothing like that.
Unfortunately, you always have to go there. I wish I had saw that comment when I went there, honey, to talk about that price point. I know what you're talking. Okay.
I mean, it is what it is, and we know that we really do have. I get upset with us as a people about that because you're like you said, like David said, you'll go in the store. You're not gonna try to barter with the man in the store.
If you don't quit playing with my emotions,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, if you don't quit playing with my damn emotions,
you ain't. So why do we as a people never want to pay each other what we're worth?
Now that's the conversation right there.
And it's one thing if we barter, you got something that I need and I got something that you need. That's something different. But if you constantly that person that just want to hook up all the time.
Well, I say
but and I'm not saying you want the hook, you want it because you can't afford it. Because sometimes you might not be able to afford it. But you that same motherfucker that'll go in the department store and pay 4 times.
I say,
look.
I say,
I'm just saying. Get it together.
I say, and I'm gonna keep on saying, damn it, because what? Okay.
I'm just saying.
Listen, let me tell you.
Marla said you can't get nowhere with the hookup. I'm trying to tell them all.
I listen. Okay, let me go here because I'm trying.
You go in the Gucci store and ask for a hookup?
Okay. Wait a minute.
Thank you, Tay. I did lose 4 more pounds when I was going, girl.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Okay. Marla's my cousin, honey.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Amy. Girl,
Amy.
Girl, you missed the glasses, child.
You missed it, girl.
That's all right. She can go back and
watch it from the beginning.
Okay.
We go off.
Oh, okay. Listen, let me take a commercial break right here on one of ours.
Okay. We're gonna
let me take a commercial break.
Gears when we come back.
Yeah, when we come back, we're gonna get into this because right now I'm just so elated right now in his success and it's so it's I don't even know. You know when you just got joy for somebody else because you're so proud of their success.
But that's it. And we should all have that.
You know, I just feel so tickled for him and things and seeing what he's been, his eyewear has been featured in television shows and in movies and things of that nature. Bad.
That's now, I was like, I can't say no, but I'm proud of you. I don't even know you, and I'm proud of you.
Right.
I'm proud to know that. Listen, Don't get me started.
Oh, she said she was giving the baby a bath. I saw the glasses, but I was giving baby Ruby a bath.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. The jewel. Jewel. Okay.
Wait, read this real quick. Marla say, well, you also should be willing to save for what you want. If it means they 400, you work and save. Exactly. I feel the same way.
That's
same
what it was. Because see what that there gave you a goal and taught you how to set goals, taught you more about how to save money, how to put stuff aside. You know, there was a bigger end result. Mm-hmm. You know, how many of y'all remember when we used to put stuff on layaway and shit? Okay, we put stuff in the layaway. Why?
Now, listen, I was never good at that, so I didn't do it that often.
Right.
Because my fickle ass would change if I couldn't get it right then.
Right.
But I could, even when my kids was little, I'm like, I just gotta spend this and make the money to fuck back, because I was not a good layaway person. But like my cousin and them, they put stuff on, and they didn't even have it on there long, but they were good at it because I want this. I ain't got all the money right now, but I have a little bit more next week.
Right.
A little bit more next week. I loved when they had that. I wish they really had. Do they have layaway now? Because I'm better at it now.
Some stores do. The Walmart, they always do it around the holiday time.
Oh, okay. I was
going to say, holiday time, like right about now, if you got a layaway, they'll start now.
Oh, okay.
To put up stuff in layaway for Christmas, they can, so you can make payments and this, that, and the other.
Okay.
I was okay with it. It's just that when I was younger, I would get distracted. You know, I put stuff aside, but then wouldn't go get it because I got distracted.
That's what I'm saying.
Let my money go elsewhere, this, that, and the other. She said I was a layaway queen in a blue light special at Walmart. Wow! Okay.
Well, she said Kmart, baby. Yeah, she said not Walmart. She said Kmart. Yeah,
Kmart, honey. Walmart. Blue light special, honey. Okay.
My store, honey.
Definitely want to support the brother man as well as the other man. Okay, how about that? Okay, excellent guest meets I too am proud of that, brother. Child, yes. Okay, Ava says they were super sick. I can't wait to find out more. DFCEYEWEAR.com. Okay. As Black people, we have to lift each other up. That is what we should be doing. This is why I was encouraging him. Okay, that is why I was encouraging him. Exactly. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes. That's what it's all about. Okay, well, what you say before Walmart came along? Okay, Walmart and a Walgreens and shit. Okay. How about that? Okay, let me do a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to put subjects for a minute, and we're going to get a little serious and carrying on because y'all know we had them damn debates last night.
Hey, Tracy.
Yeah, we had them damn debates. Marshall's, Target, and I believe TJ Maxx still do layaway all year long. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. But when we come back, child, we're going to get into it, honey. We're going to get into it. We're going to do this thing. You understand? Understand what I'm saying?
I got a couple things I need to talk to y'all about.
Okay. We'll be right back. Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. All right, my darlings. All right. And we are back.
I'm trying to, I had to turn the iPad over because I needed to put it on the charger. So I'm making sure I'm in the frame.
In the framed up and carrying
I'm in the frame, but a little bit tilted to the side, y'all.
Okay. Now listen here, children. Okay, now Nick, I'm gonna let you take the lead on this because I don't know. Do you want to talk about these debates first, or do you want to talk about your trip?
Go ahead and get the other stuff out of the way. Seeing as though you guys, we were going to talk about something that I thought we could go into more detail about, but then I got a call about an hour or two before we was about to go on and said that we couldn't. So here's the thing. You guys know that I hadn't been here, even though I jumped in every now and then when I could. So we actually can tie them in because the debates and racial injustice, they talked about that on there. So you know what, it's so hard. Okay, so I was at a trial for one of my kids last week. My son was really on trial for murder. Now, you guys, like I said, I can't go too deep into it because technically the case is not all the way closed yet, so we can't go into a lot of things. This is the thing. Everyone knew that my son didn't do this. Even the person that was one of the co-defendants didn't do this. The DA was able to bring in, the DA wanted all these witnesses who told them that my son didn't do this and that the other boy didn't do this. They told them exactly who did it. There was no DNA, no weapon, no video. They had all that stuff, but none of it belonged to my son. My son was excluded from the DNA. There was no weapon. Even the DNA that was on the person who died was not my son's. And then eyewitnesses who were on the other person who died side, who told them exactly who did it and let them know that it was not my son. Somehow they have still convicted my son and another young man who never even got out the car of second-degree murder. Meanwhile, there are two Caucasian people on both sides of this who orchestrated everything that happened. One gets a deal, and one who is really the sole orchestrator of it all has total immunity. Misha probably put up the link earlier, my nieces and stuff. We're fundraising right now. There's a t-shirt up, and I think, what does it say, Meech? The color of my skin should not determine my innocence.
Yeah.
Like that, I think the shirt says. You guys, I am going to ask y'all to buy it because now this is about to be an uphill battle. Because not to mention, we had to pay $25,000 for the lawyer to begin with, and now we're about to have to start an appeal process. No, my son didn't have a jury of his peers. Remember, we talked about this before too. when those things come in the mail for you to go to jury duty and you make up shit on why you can't go, and then when something happens to somebody in your family and you say, I didn't get a jury of my peers, remember that when you duck out on jury duty.
Oops.
I just want y'all to know that, because what I thought were black people on the jury, I didn't find out today's end that the black people that I saw were actually alternates. Okay? They were alternates. So it was a little small town in Pennsylvania, a very conservative little town in Pennsylvania, where they didn't care that my son and this other young man, and I feel even worse for the other young man. My son, I know that my son was there. My son gave the boy a ride. He never said that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But this other young man never even got out the car. And you charge this man with second-degree murder. If you guys don't know, we're from Philly, Pennsylvania. Second-degree murder is natural life. Not 25 years or nothing like that. Natural life. No parole. And the people responsible for it on both sides, because there was a boy with my son and there was a boy on the other side. They were both planning to rob each other. Nobody knew that. But because they're the two white guys in all of this, and then when you come to court, you don't look like the little thug you look like on the day that when this happened. Okay? When our lawyer pulled up all the Snapchats and all the shit from the other boy from on the side where the little boy died, and this little boy who's white, about 5'2" or whatever, saying, "Oh, he's making Snapchats to set up robberies," saying, "Yeah, tell me the licks we can hit because I got niggas." Y'all heard me, little white boy. "I got niggas strapped and racked and ready to go. I just took a loss. I need to get this money." Ain't no Snapchats with my son name on them. Ain't no Snapchats even talked about him. You ain't got nothing from my son. None of that. Only thing you had from my son was that the boy that was from his side asked him for a ride. And I want y'all to know this. My son didn't have no public defender. We paid $25,000. And when I tell you we got a pit bull ass lawyer ass team, but he told us going into this town, and I mean, like, you know how we said we have it wasn't like for us that wasn't a black and white thing. We had an Italian and a Jew, two pit bulls, our homies. We love them. And they said to us, we about to go into this little town, a bunch of Trump supporting ass, prejudiced ass people, and they're going to want to blame it on the black and brown boy. And that's exactly what they did. So I say that, like I said to y'all, when I said the thing about the jury selection, when jury duty comes to your door, because I know when I was younger, I used to be like, fuck that. I'm not doing no damn jury duty. I hate this justice system. They don't care nothing about us. But now I'm older now, and I realize when we have that mindset, then we will never have a jury of our peers.
Ah, that part.
Every person of color and anything, especially if you live in those little towns, you know, you done made a couple coins, you ain't want to be in the hood no more. I don't blame you. Do your duty when you in them towns. Because now my son, who at the time when it happened, had 2 kids and one on the way, his youngest daughter, he's never touched. She's 2 years old. He's never been able to hold her. And now with COVID, even though the jail that they were in is behind the glass, we still can't go see him. So since COVID started, I didn't see my son until I seen him in that courtroom last week. We have to stand up for our rights. We have to, because and y'all know that we've been talking about this for a long time. This ain't just because it's my son. I've been talking like this for a long time. Oh, honey, listen, we in touch with it. That's why I said I couldn't give y'all everything that I wanted to give y'all, because I got the call from the lawyers earlier to say, you know, it's still open and there's not a lot of things that I can actually say that I want to say. But we do. We have. Thank you, Amy. We have to do our duty because there's. Y'all know I'm a screenwriter. I couldn't have wrote that shit. Stephen King couldn't have wrote that shit. Hell, a book. Terry McMillan couldn't have wrote that shit. Because there was nothing in my soul that prepared me for that. Now, in my mind, I said, okay, he made a dumb mistake by taking somebody somewhere, but who would think that that was going to happen? Because the guy wasn't even like the guy was his friend. You know what I mean? He was just somebody. He's actually my daughter's age, so he's a little bit older than my son. He needed a ride. Somebody crashed his car that night or that day before, so he needed a ride. My son said, yeah, because they were just all hanging out. So in my mind, I thought, okay, that was a dumbass damn decision. And they probably give him some time for being there, but never in my wildest dreams did I think that the two people who had nothing to do with it would get that sentence, and the people who orchestrated the whole goddamn thing get a deal, and the other one get to walk away. How? Where we do that at? What? How?
Ooh.
And it baffled me, and it damn near broke me. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I was up in Philly, I guess being around my family and stuff, we're also upset that the emotions, and I'm naturally empathic, you guys. So the emotions of everybody I was feeling, I could barely breathe because everybody was so sad and so mad. I had to come back home in order to get my mind right, to be able to say, hey, we about to do this, we about to do this, we about to do that. That man right there on the other side of that screen, and that one that keep popping up, that Miss Latavia Jackson, Tay called me every 5 damn minutes. I said, I'm going to kill her ass. But she was making sure I was all right. I text back and forth with Meech because me and Meech got a connection that y'all can't get it.
Right.
And he said to me, are you ready to go public? And I said, I don't have a choice.
Okay.
I don't have a choice because we had to fight for these kids.
Hey.
I felt even worse for the other boy. That boy's mother died when he was 4 years old. He had seen his father in a long time. We talked to his lawyer because, the kid, they can wear regular stuff in the courtroom. If you got stuff, you can wear regular stuff. I said, I don't like him sitting over there like that, and my son got on regular clothes. Can I bring him clothes too? The lawyer said, yeah. We're trying to get in touch with the family and all kinds of stuff. So every day they had on different clothes. On the day of deliberation, they were able to eat regular food. When we order for my son, we order for him. We finally got in touch with his father. His father was able to come on that last day. On the last day. To hear them tell that man that. To know your son ain't never even get out the goddamn car. We got to fight. Yeah, and that's the thing. And they'll demonize people and whatnot. He didn't get on the stand and say that young man worked hard. That young man had 2 kids and 1 on the way. That young man just graduated from college on the president's list. You didn't say that about my son. You turned around and looked at my son and said, was it worth it? And my son looking like, what the fuck is you talking about, sir?
Yeah.
Was what worth? I didn't do shit. But you let the person, this person that I said they gave immunity to, was also a person who was recruiting kids. There was a child on the stand, 15 years old. This happened in 2017. He was recruiting kids as young as 12 years old to do robberies. Sell drugs and do robberies. He wasn't a kid. He was 22 at the time. And people wonder why we need to go back to the villages. You need to go back to a village because you need to know who your kids is hanging with.
Ooh, come on now.
When my kids was young, and Taya tell y'all the same thing, because I tell her she just like me. We had a house full of kids. You know why I had a house full of kids? Because I got 6 kids, right? I got 5 that I gave birth to, and my bonus baby. Y'all friends can come over here because I don't know what the fuck going on over there.
It will say that one more time.
You need me to say it for the people in the back?
Say that one
Y'all
more
friends can come over here because I don't know what the fuck going on over there. I know that I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't do no drugs. They can come here.
Right. Come on now.
I can't say the same like at the time. My son wasn't a kid. He was grown. He was grown on his own, working and everything. He just was happy to hang out back where we used to live. You know, he used to go up there and hang out on his days off and shit like that.
Right.
But like I said, the teenagers that came in the courtroom were still teenagers now. Parents, you got teenagers, you got little kids, know where your kids at. Tay, don't you ever feel bad about saying no, you can't go nowhere.
Especially now.
Don't you ever, because things like this, and nobody would have been able to predict this. Nobody would have ever been able to predict this. I said this is one of my daughter's friends. I love her, Jazz. Oh God, I love this girl. She's another young Black entrepreneur. We're gonna bring her on the show too. She makes soaps and all kinds of stuff. And I talked to her because she's like a daughter to me. And I said, I did everything different, Jazz. My little brother is serving life without parole, right? And I always said that I was going to be there for my kids because my mom and dad wasn't there for us. My dad was a gangster and my mom was just like the socialite, Philly socialite, you know, until about 1987. About 87 when crack got her ass too. But all the time growing up, I'm 17 in 87, so you know what I mean? I'm almost grown. But all the time before that, you was too busy jet setting and doing all this to pay attention to us. And so for me, and this is what I always tell people, if you feel like your childhood was this and your childhood was that, don't be bitter. Just be better. Don't be bitter, be better. Because your parents did the best they could with what they had or what they were taught. And it took me a long time to be able to say, I'm not mad at my mom and my dad no more for not being there. But my promise to my kids was I was going to always be there. And I was. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't run the street. You know, I was somebody's wife up until a few months ago. I've been a couple people's wives, but I've always been a wife since I was 18.
Damn. 32 years. Girl, stop.
And that's what I'm saying. My little brother did something. He's in jail for the rest of his life. So for me, I was like, I'm going to be there for my kids. Because I know not being there for him is probably what fucked my brother up, right? My mom and them not being there. And I said to Jazz, I did everything different. And she said, Mommy, there was nothing you could do about this. First of all, he didn't even do this. Couldn't nobody save him from this. So that goes to show that anything could happen. Our lives could get turned upside down at the blink of a damn eye. But we got to know how to fight just like they know how to fight.
That part.
Stop fighting each other. Let's fight with each other to make sure shit happens.
Okay, come on, Tracy.
Come on. Tracy, this while we be sitting right now. What I say, y'all? I said I might not go to live when we were talking about them glasses in person. I might not go nowhere. I might sit my pretty ass and fly ass right on this motherfucking couch. But I want that.
With that purse on my wrist.
Right here with this purse right on my wrist.
Okay. Looking good, taking pictures.
Okay.
Okay, do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram. Yeah. So yeah, I say all that to say so we can segue into the damn debate, y'all. We have to do our part.
Damn.
Whoa. Oh, babe. Yeah, Marla, we gotta get you on here.
Marla?
We gotta get you on here, baby. And let me tell you something. I love you just for your name. My
Okay.
favorite cousin, she died a few years ago. She was my cousin. It was me, my cousin Marla, and my cousin Sharonda. We wasn't cousins, baby. We were sisters.
Okay,
All
right.
of us is different. Like we all come from a different house. Our aunts and my aunt, my uncles and stuff like that. But we were more sisters than cousins. So I listen, baby. We got to get her on here. We got to know about that book and what's going on so we can get it. So Meech, that's where I am with that, you guys. And when I'm able to tell you guys more, I will.
Right.
But let's get into this goddamn debate.
Hold on. Let me take another. I'm gonna take a small commercial break this time because I gotta go pee. The band gotta pee.
Okay, well, good, because I could get some more water.
Okay. No, we're gonna take a small one, and I'll be right with. Well, it ain't that small, but I'll be right back.
We'll be right back, y'all.
I'm stupid. I know. I know. All right, children. All right, all right, all right.
So we're ready for the foolishness.
All back. All right, children. All right, now y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all
Why
ready?
I need to ask a question first, though?
Okay. My cousin will be okay. Y'all doing the show
Okay,
Friday.
good.
Oh, okay. Come on
Okay.
now.
I got a question because I watched that whole debate last night. I swear to God, I ain't seen no fly on top of that man's head.
Huh?
I was called somebody trash now. Oh gosh, trash. You better come on. It's
Oh, it's on
on
Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
is it on Audible though? Cause I be so busy. I love to read, but I be so busy now. I be trying to get as many audiobooks as I possibly can. If
Oh,
it
well,
ain't, I'll get the hard copy. I'll read it, but it's
right.
easier for me to listen. No, I was saying before we. I've been seeing all the memes all day about the fly on Pence's head. I did not see that last night.
Oh, you didn't see the fly?
I didn't.
Hold
I
on.
was cussing the TV out so bad that I had no clue.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me make sure ain't nothing nasty up here. I want to make sure ain't nothing nasty before I shut up. Y'all know I get nasty ass shit. Okay, and I can't show it to y'all, honey.
Oh no, he is nasty. He's nasty.
And
No, I seen the pictures today, but I didn't
yeah,
see it.
that fly, what it was, I missed it when it landed,
Yeah.
but I saw it up there, and then it wouldn't move. That's what it was. You know, usually a fly would
He
move
probably
if
got
you start moving
hairspray
your
in his
head.
hair. That motherfucker got
Wait a
stuck.
minute, look what the kids did on
I
Facebook.
hate them.
Look at this. They said the fly landed, but the fly got a mask on. Look at that. Look at that. Shut up.
Listen, y'all. I mean, this besides the fact I don't like the Trump administration, period. But I don't trust Pence, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't trust him. His facial expression never changes.
Uh-huh.
So either you get too much motherfucking Botox, or you want some lithium or something.
That child said Botox or lithium, but wait a minute. Look who just joined us, child.
Dig on my brother. I miss you, man. Right on
And you look
time.
like you at the studio.
I am.
What studio you in?
Ancient Dynasty. Look.
What the hell? Hey, Miss Nell. Miss y'all.
And for y'all who don't know, that's the founding folks of HM Dynasty Studios and
Yes,
ATL.
sir.
For everybody that's watching live, get your head down here and record something. All right.
Hello.
All right.
Hey y'all.
What's going on? We coming back
All right over there.
Look,
But she
You
got to
know
be,
I miss them. I really do though.
You said what?
I
we
said
coming
she
back.
got to be all right because she back. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they even work there. We on the prayer list. Everything. We was on the prayer list. You stayed you stayed in conversations.
Okay.
I'm glad y'all prayed for me.
How did somebody pray for me?
Pray for me.
Have me on their mind. Took the time and prayed for me. Okay, I believe
Boy, look at you singing like a true sinner.
right.
Is there any other way to do it? Look.
I'm gonna get on my knees later on, honey, and
Okay,
As my mother
you
used
keep
to say,
that
when
shit
she
over
was
there.
like, God,
and bless the Lord.
That nigga must be named the Lord.
Right. See there?
All right.
Okay, so how about that? So now, God is
Bro, I can't with you, bro.
okay.
God know us. Look, he
And
know us.
Hey, anyway, y'all quit talking about the fly and Pence and all that shit, all right?
Listen, you know, everybody blew up. The internet blew up, and they were like, y'all know flies only stick to shit, honey. And I said, well, that was the ultimate law of attraction, honey.
Hey, did you see my meme? You saw my meme, right?
Yeah.
You saw my meme. I put my meme up. It said, I had the fly with the little speaker mouth. I just said, it said, look, fellas, I found some white shit.
Oh,
that motherfucker got hits like crazy, bro. I got it all. I put it on all of them.
Home again. Look, I'm right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what annoyed me. Okay.
Okay, because I want to know if it's the same thing that got me.
What continuously annoyed me was the fact that he was filibustering his time.
There you go. When he kept doing that, I said they need to have Aunt Maxine meet around.
And what it is, and I'm gonna tell you what it is, because see, this is the second time we didn't have a debate, and the moderators were trying to be cute for their titles, and forgot to be, and forgot to take control of that.
I was trying to
Okay.
figure that out because in my mind, I'm like, okay, why they mics can't get cut, motherfucker? I said 2 minutes. That's all the fuck you get.
You know
But
what?
see, the problem with that is, I'm gonna tell you what the problem. They always got somebody that's so dignified that they don't want to be put in the position of being rude during the
Right.
debate. You know what I'm saying? Like we said last night, the perfect person to run a debate in the situation we in, since we got so much ignorance on one side of the fence. They should have had Samuel Jackson doing the doggone thing debate last night. So when he get to talking too much and when he stopped, he'd be like, "Motherfucker, didn't I tell you shut up?" You know what I'm saying? That's what you need, somebody like that.
I said Maxine could have been
Right.
there. She'd have been like, hold
But
on.
everybody else so uppity, they're like, okay, it's your turn, and all the time. Rocking. Matter of fact, they need a big red fella up in there, because I don't get cheap shit.
Vice President, your
Any one
time
of
is
us
up.
could have did that. Any one of us could have did that because
Exactly. Well, shit, one of us would have been able to.
But see, here's the thing, because Secret Service would have been upset with me. Okay, they'd have been mad because I'd have stopped and I said, okay, now look here. I said your time is up. Now keep talking and this will be over. See, I would have shut the shit down. I'd have went to a commercial break.
Right.
Man, them folks don't care nothing about
like
that bullshit.
The moderators should have the controls to be able to mute their motherfucking mics. When your time is up and you keep talking,
now,
I know sometimes you need to get the rest of your thought out, but now
you ain't got your shit.
Get it, but they ain't gonna let him do it. Roland Martin.
I mean, you ain't get your
Oh hell no, they won't let Roland do that.
They ain't gonna let Roland would have done it, but they wasn't gonna. But they ain't gonna let him do it.
Let Keisha do it
because he'd have stood up there and he'd have pressed. Okay, because one thing about Roland he does his own fact checking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's not gonna wait for the pundit to sit up there and say this is wrong and that. He's gonna sit down there and say, okay, here, according to your record about this, so you would have did this, and this. Okay, how come you that? Okay, he'd have challenged. Come on, now they all tap. They tap to carry on. Kamala, in my opinion, automatically whopped that ass. But she didn't knock his ass out.
Yeah, she didn't knock him out. She let him know I'm not to be fucked with. She stopped. Because I said he was sitting there looking like he wanted to call her a black bitch all night. And she was sitting there looking like, I dare you.
Listen.
Bitch, I know what you're thinking, I dare you.
I'm gonna tell you like this. She came in there and she was cute. Because she gave us Charlie's Angels with a Batgirl kick.
Well, you like this and that go front.
And she gave me Cleopatra Jones.
Okay. Because she was coming with the facts, honey.
Right. And that
bullshit and tiptoeing around stuff. But I did like the way how she gently tipped around the fact.
Okay, now hold up. Wait a minute. They said the sound is off. Okay. They say the sound is off. Hold on.
You got the administration board.
Okay, that's you. That's me, Nick Talk.
Is it me?
Your sound is muffled.
Mine?
It's muffled.
What the hell going on?
What else you got on, Nick?
I don't have anything. Everything I got in the house is muted.
That's better. You just mute whatever you did. Whatever might have been something.
Okay. It was the way the iPad was. Okay.
Okay.
So
that's better.
The top of my turban might be cut off.
Yeah.
Because I had to turn the iPad over to put it on the charger.
Okay.
Just tell the truth. Your breath was blocking the speaker.
Oh, they say you got background. Okay, that's what it is. They hear the children in the background.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Over there in the studio. Okay,
I got it.
Now,
when they asked that question, Meech, when they said, "What are you guys prepared to do if the president doesn't relinquish?" Listen. I wanted to say so bad, don't nobody give a fuck, because at the end of the day, The Secret Service don't work for Trump. They work for whoever the president is sitting in that seat. So, bitch, you can act like you don't want to leave that motherfucker if you want to.
Right.
Because the second you ain't the president no more, they don't work for your ass no more. I mean, they kind of do, but not really.
Right.
Not in the White House, they don't.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Kamala looked like she wanted to say somebody gonna whoop his ass, but she ain't say that. She was so diplomatic.
Okay, now listen. There was a few things that got me. Okay. When Pence did not answer the question about what was the first question he didn't answer because he kept talking and took his 2 minutes to talk about something else?
Shit. Because he actually didn't answer a lot of the questions.
No, because he filibustered his time. And then he kept now he threw in some little fucked up ass, the little punk shit. He sucker punched.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you got to talk about plagiarism and carried on and all that thing.
That administration gonna talk about some motherfucking plagiarism.
And then they want to talk about, wait a minute, now Kamala threw one in too. Because they come out, are y'all going to pad or y'all going to,
Oh, yes, y'all going to pad
the court, And I keep trying to figure out what the hell does that supposed to mean?
I think they said, are they going to try to fill it up with all Democrats like they're trying to fill it up with all conservatives?
Well they're trying to say liberals, and for those who don't another. And I wish she had answered that damn question. And she could have said that we're not going to. What are you talking about filling it up? If we win, then we're going to put folks up in there who are proper for the job.
We're going to do the job. It doesn't matter what party they with. Yeah, I would have loved to hear her say that.
Right. I would have loved to have heard her say that. Okay.
Eric said, was it about the healthcare issue?
Huh?
Eric is asking, was the question about the healthcare issue?
It might have been. Whatever it was, because I had notes, but I left them at work or somewhere.
Okay, he said
she was instructed not to answer that. Well, was she?
Was she?
Was she instructed not? Do you think so? Okay. Okay. He had the nerve to talk about, I know he did. Right, plagiarism. Okay. That means the courts and the lower courts caused Trump. But 180, 187 judges. Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. Okay, now here's where it is. Because Kamala threw back and said, you want to talk about stacking the courts. How y'all sit down here and do 180 some odd courts and not one of them have been black?
Not one.
All of your appointees, honey, not one of them have been black. You want to talk about stacking the deck? I said, ooh.
I was in here like, yes, bitch, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. That one came out of nowhere. That was a Vera Walker. Okay. Oh, you want to hear people with garbage? Okay.
Right.
Now I got to cut.
2 people in the pinky toe, right?
Right. So, she did not answer. Neither one of them did about. Have y'all talked about the ages of the president? Whoever wins, we're gonna have the oldest president ever in the White House. Have y'all talked about their mortality and carrying on?
Right.
Okay. That there was something that of course, they could have asked that or answered that without dancing around it. Okay. Because what she could have done was put the onus on her.
Yeah.
And was like, everybody's so busy worried about what his age and this, that, and the other, but nobody is looking. There's 2 of us. Okay, right. We have to be there for each other. Of course, we talked about being there for one another. That's why I'm on the ticket. I am there at his advice to make sure I support his decision, She could have went there. That would have been a cute little dance, a 2-step, but she would have been hustling, honey, versus trying to waltz. Okay, and it looked cute. Okay, she she could have did okay, okay, the Cupid shuffle or something, honey. It would have been cute.
Something.
Okay. Also, now here's one that I don't think she answered successfully. She challenged her record. She tried to challenge her record. But when he came for her about putting black folks in jail,
Yeah.
she did not have an adequate answer for that for me.
I
And
don't
that
think so either. I felt like she should have did better with that to explain to us why you were so adamant about locking up so many minority people. We
right,
didn't see.
right.
I'm gonna come in on
And
the other one because this iPad is about to die.
okay.
So bring me in on the other one. I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
out.
I got you.
Okay.
Big technology, honey.
So that there was one, and I was like, okay, girl, now you could have did better with that one. Okay, you could have done better with that one. And then on top of it, I had put up on my Facebook page about it was a fact check on that 1994 bill. Okay, because
What was the bill?
the 1994 crime bill that everybody keeps saying that Biden, that was the Biden bill.
Oh yeah. That one where he was talking about he just locked them all up, but they was only showing sound bites and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
But I put on my Facebook wall about the fact checking and carrying on, and so when you look down and read it, you will find out that point for point, where he was and where he wasn't, and oftentimes a lot of the stuff that they're trying to blame him for, it was all inclusive. Because he did not agree to the mass incarceration thing. That was the part that he did not agree to, and he fought that. He was fighting that, wholeheartedly. And it goes down point for point to talk about some stuff that was in there, and there's some things that's a little misconstrued because he was the 3-strike rule, the 3 strikes or whatever. Mm-hmm. He said that he wasn't for it. But he was, but there's a caveat. He was for the 3-strike rule for those who were repeat offenders who did heinous crimes.
Oh, violent crimes. Okay.
Violent crimes. Okay. And so those are the ones that he was saying 3 strikes and you're out. Okay. And he was against all of the mandatory sentencing and carrying on. He was against them trying to have these mandatory terms on the drugs and carrying on. He was against that, and that was part of the fight. And I know that because I remember some, not all of it, but I remember that being a part of contention back in that day. Because how come this is this? Now I wish somebody would go through and do that with Kamala's record, because everybody keeps talking about Kamala being in California, and that I know Haji is big on that. Haji is like, when she was putting people in jail because they were losing their homes and things because their kids was doing wrong, and so because the grandmamas and them would put their houses up. Because they put their houses up or whatever, they would be the ones who go to jail and this, that, and the other. And
you lose your house. Why would you go to jail though?
I don't have all the facts on that because I don't live in California.
Right. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Until a couple of years ago, I didn't know who she was. So
right, okay, right, huh?
But that's because I'm getting better with my politics, and not just the politics that just surround me, but getting broaden my horizons on what is happening in other places.
Okay.
So I can't blame her for stuff that I'm not sure how she did or what she did.
Okay, now hold on. Okay, because Tracy, Amy said, Tracy, that's been my issue as well. But a prosecutor has a job to do. I'm angry with the state more than I am with her. How about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Because if I am the prosecutor, and this is what my job is, and I'm going what the law says to do, how are you mad at me talking about something? I'm putting all these black folks in jail when they do. Listen, okay, don't start me on that. Because
and I think that's the other thing, and that's why we have to fight the way these laws are written. Because, like you said, if that's her job, and the law says X, Y, and Z, just like what we just talked about with my son, the law says playing black is considered. The law says because he was there, it didn't matter that they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So. Do I blame some of the shit on the DA? Absolutely, because he was lying and he was underhanded and did some fucked up shit, and I hope we can file some charge on his ass. However, I do have to take in consideration when this is your job to do, this is what you got to do. So it's up to us to make sure these laws are being written in better ways, because sometimes laws are being put in and they being put in under the table. We don't get to see shit, and then you don't know shit about it until it happened to you.
Here's what it is for me, because I swear I remember President Obama, and this was one of his fights where he was trying to save Social Security. And the date he had to give that, I'm looking for, I got to find that speech.
I remember you talked about that because he had to give up something in order for something else to go through.
And what it was, they had tied his hands so tough to where what the concession was something he was totally against. Okay, he was totally against it. But in order to save whatever the cut was, and when he got on the TV that day to give that report, to do the conference, you could see his face. He was pissed. I will never forget that. And in fact, I'm working on getting him and Michelle to come on the show. Child, when it happens, I'm gonna
pray for that. Send up all them prayers.
When I get that one, I'm telling you, something in that, I knew it, because he was even talking through his teeth on that.
Oh, you know when somebody talks through their teeth, they mad as shit.
And I was like, oh my God, child. I was like, okay, okay, that had got to me. And ever since then, every time I start hearing about all these different this and different that, it start to play with me. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all say y'all can't learn nothing from television, honey, but I know all of y'all were hooked on Scandal like I was. And you saw on the TV show what they were doing to get certain bills passed, to get this passed, to get votes, to win votes, and this, that, and the other. This child was promising this, and we'll do a favor here. And y'all know, honey, one of the things about television is this. Everything got to be cleared by the FCC before it goes on. And if the FCC give it a stamp of approval, it could be shown. It could be seen. If they don't give it a stamp of approval, they don't want you to know that.
Absolutely.
Understand? So
we talked about this before. Remember when me and Red talked about this? They will lie to us in a motherfucking heartbeat, and you will never know it.
Okay.
I learned about how the government lies from my husband going to the war.
Boom.
The government told us, when his captain told us, oh, y'all don't have nothing to worry about. They so far in the back, they can send them home. But the very next couple days, y'all see how that banner that Meech got going across the bottom? It was a banner on AFN. Anybody that been in the military, y'all know what AFN is Armed Forces Network. AFN, across the bottom of the banner, the shit said 3rd and 2nd ACR, first across the Kuwaiti border. After this man just looked us dead in the motherfucking face and told us, y'all ain't got to worry about them. They so far in the back, they can send them home. When in actuality, they was the first troop to cross the Kuwaiti border on the ground.
How about that?
This government do some underhanded shit.
How about that? Okay. Oh, what's this?
Just like
I went to war.
And I know that too. Okay. Okay.
Okay, baby. Go kiss the baby.
Okay, Amy. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, though.
Okay.
We have to know that. I know some things are for safety. However, just like what Kamala said last night, Y'all knew about this motherfucking pandemic and goddamn January and how dangerous it was.
Right.
And you played it off and y'all didn't tell us and you didn't prepare us for it.
How about that? Okay.
You did not prepare us for it. You talked about, I seen another newscast, I don't remember which news people these were, but I was going over some of the stuff today and they said that when he tried to compare it, remember when Trump tried to compare the shit to the swine flu when Obama was here?
Oh, wow.
How many people died of swine flu? About 18,000?
We were the first ones to cross Kuwait and Iraq. Girl.
Wait a minute, Marla, wait a minute. We ain't had no women in 3rd and 2nd ACR. Where was you at? Because our troop left from Germany. 3rd and 2nd ACR, Amber. Yeah, they said, so they trying to compare the people who died from swine flu to the people who done died so far from COVID. I think it was in total 18,000 people for swine flu. Our economy did not have to be shut down. People didn't have to be scared. Our borders weren't closed. None of that stuff happened with the swine flu. Don't you dare in your motherfucking life, Trump, and that motherfucking mannequin looking Pence. You look like a fucking mannequin.
Okay.
Your face don't fucking move. I don't trust people like that. How dare y'all try to compare that? Y'all knew that shit was that damn deadly. What you laughing at? Put it up. What you laughing at?
Child, wait a minute. Hold on, because listen, they cutting up. Okay, they cutting up. They are cutting.
Oh yeah, I can't see the comments no more because I switched phones.
Look at this. Man, could you tell me why you chose to land on Pence's and not Harris, the fly? Man, even I know you don't mess with a black woman's hair.
You better know it, motherfucker.
I can't.
The internet wins. The internet is undefeated. I swear to God.
Okay, I will not. You understand?
They play too much.
Hold on.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Auntie. Oh, I've been listening to y'all. Hang on, let me get my phone right. I'm listening to y'all on the phone and on here. What? I hear y'all talking.
But wait a minute, did y'all hear Agent Orange say now he ain't gonna do the virtual debate?
Look.
But he'll do a rally. He gets on my fucking nerves.
I'm still stuck on the fly, okay?
That fly knew what to do. They know we don't play that shit.
I'm still stuck on the fly. The fly showed up and stole the show. Okay.
I swear to God, I was hollering at my TV so much saying that I didn't notice it until they said the memes today. Because I had to ask my daughter, I said, well, what, did you see a fly when we was watching it? She was like, no.
Really?
The fly popped in.
Okay.
So, I needed to say this too. Poor, when they said last week or whatever that dumb had corona, right?
Hold on, press pause. We got a breaking news, child. They have Tory the nails.
Oh, that ain't breaking. That happened earlier.
Oh, I didn't know about it, honey.
I didn't know we was going to talk about that. Yeah, they charged them. Thanks, Terry. I hate you. Your ass need help. Oh my God. Your ass here. Show it.
I'll tell you what though, if Trump if he loses, it won't leave the White House. What we ought to do.
Exactly, Eric. That's what I said. Remember we just said earlier, when they be going over their time and everything, why can't somebody mute their damn mics? That's why he don't want to do that damn virtual debate. That's exactly right. Because they can mute the shit out of his ass.
They were talking about that, but here's something that Chris Wallace said when he was interviewed on Fox News by one of his colleagues. And he felt like he felt like to mute somebody's microphone would be like trying to censor them and things, that he felt like he did not feel he wanted to be the one to have that kind of control and this, that, and the other, because basically the whole idea would be like you're trying to shut someone down and not let them make their points. The whole thing of it is this. Even I know this. When we learn how to debate, you had 8 minutes for this, 2 minutes for it.
That's all I'm saying.
This is what, okay, this is what it was timed.
That's it. And it's respect for time.
It's time. There is no, oh, I got to finish this point. No. Okay. There is no, oh, I'm gonna keep going, because the Miss Thing, honey, she should have. I wish that somebody had a bell or a gavel or something, because he's not gonna mute his mic. Then you need to make sure that your noise is louder than his.
Yes, because he kept over talking her. And then at one time when Kamala did it, you want to shut her up. No, he kept going into her time. Let her fucking finish.
Right. Okay.
Did you see last week when Trump told y'all know I had to see the thing on replay because of what I was going through last week. But kidnapped Big Gretch. Who Gretch? Who that?
That's the governor of Michigan, Gretchen. They tried to kidnap the governor of Michigan.
Who was the Secret Service?
But that's the militias.
The militia.
Yeah, the Patriots, the good.
Give me that link and give me that damn TV.
Them good people that Trump be talking about.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Have y'all seen the Proud Boys? Right? Y'all know we talked about that before.
Yeah, and I see what I see. I also see the other Proud Boys. Come on through.
Children have done. Yeah.
You got the picture?
Oh,
put the picture up.
You know I do.
Put the picture up.
Okay.
Their ass is gonna be mad as hell, and I love every second of it.
And Mitch, if you remember July, not this one, but the July before last, I actually had the president of the Texas chapter of the Proud Boys on my show a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So we cutting edge there. And he came on and talked about exactly from their perspective, what they are, what they do, took calls. That was a live show. We go straight at it. When nobody was talking about the Proud Boys, 18 months ago, I had their Texas president on the show. This is right after everybody went to Home Depot and bought tiki torches.
Y'all, when I was riding, yes, come on, Proud Boy. Mish, when I saw that earlier, I passed out of here. I was loving every second of it.
Baby.
Loved every second of it. I said, come on, Proud Boys. Because listen, I hadn't been paying attention. I hadn't been listening to me. I had been going through my stuff. So I kept hearing Proud Boys. And I was like, well, what's going on? And in my head, I automatically thought the alphabet children. I didn't know they was talking about them other people.
Right.
And I was like, well, wait a damn minute. These the Proud Boys? Okay. I had to catch up. I got like 2 weeks of catching up to them. I didn't know what was going on.
Okay. And it has just been a whirlwind of information coming through. Stan, what were your thoughts about the debates last night? Because quite honestly, considering that we're coming off of the debacle that we had with this year, it's kind of lackluster. You know what I mean? At the same time, I knew Kamala was going to jump in that ass, but she did not knock him out like I needed her to.
Well, I think she played it perfect because Kamala had to balance being black,
okay,
being a black woman, being the angry black woman. She was standing up against 300 years of history and privilege. And so she had to fight through all of those things just to be presentable. Now, Mike Pence, who looked like the picture of white privilege, he had to do nothing but wear a red tie. The white
That's
male.
it.
So she had to measure very carefully, but at the same time, what I loved is she knew when to insert herself with some force. When she told him, number one, I will not be lectured by you. That resonated with
Okay.
all women of all colors everywhere. That resonated. And then when she told him, I'm the only one on this stage that has ever prosecuted sexual assault or murders.
You better come on.
The bomb. I think she destroyed him. And I'm going to tell you, now, anybody who knows a little bit about their Bible, let's stay in the book of Exodus. We don't need to exit nowhere. Let's stay right there. Okay? Right there. God sent plagues. We got an economic plague. We got a environmental plague. We got a healthcare plague. And if nothing else, God sent a fly to Mike Pence's head. Now, you don't see flies on two things, dead bodies and shit. That's where you see flies.
And this is why I love what's there in the water.
And before I go, now in contrast to that, people can say, well, flies will come in and you can't control them. I posted it on my Facebook. I went right back down. I remember when that fly landed on Obama, he said, got him. Film that. Get him. Did you get him? Look down.
Yeah, like who the hell? Let me tell you something. First of all, your senses, when a fly gets near you,
right,
you feel it before it even try to land on you. No. Your senses feels that.
No, but when you're privileged, flies don't come to your house. His hair, he had so much of, what is that spray they used to have to make your hair just be like acrylic?
Aquanet. It's Aquanet. Remember hairspray, Big?
That fly was spending so much energy fighting just to maintain a grip. Okay, he was exhausted. That was the most exhausted person at the debate, was the fly. And yet the fly got to go get tested for COVID.
Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, when dumbass Donald look like, because I don't think he ever tested positive for COVID to begin with, but if he did,
Marla,
if he did test positive for COVID, remember when he had to go to the hospital?
Right.
When they let that nigga come back home, I bet you Melania was in that bitch like, fuck, I thought that bastard was gonna die.
You know what? Nikki, he got COVID. Okay, he got it. People saying, no, I don't think he got it. Yes, he got it. If you watch him, now he's in the early onset. That man was laboring more than usual.
Right.
Just to and I have friends who were doctors that told me that. But this is what strikes me with Donald Trump. And this is why Donald Trump was elected, because you had women, black, white, and otherwise, who protested at the Pussy Hat March during the campaign. Do you remember that on DC?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those white women turned around and voted for Donald Trump, the biggest Messiah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, be that as it may, Donald Trump, their Lord and Savior, this man who leaves the hospital and gets in a motorcade to wave at his people, gets on TV and talks, not once has he mentioned the First Lady is doing okay, my wife. He never even mentioned her. And
we all remember that from even when he first went in. This ignorant ass. He didn't give a shit about his life. Remember, he was under the damn umbrella. She getting wet.
Yeah, she can't even divorce him now because he's so broke. Anytime you walk into divorce court and the prenuptial is an IOU,
But remember, Meech, I kept saying that before. How would you vote a person into office who every business they done had went bankrupt, but you want them to take care of our economy? He can't even keep his own money straight.
No, white women voted him in because a lot of them, not all, I certainly can't speak for all of them. I'm married to one, so I can have an opinion in this. But they will vote along with their husbands who keep them in jewelry, keep them at the salon, keep them in whatever lifestyle that they brought into. I'm not saying all white women, but I'm saying a lot of times when the husband comes up, we need to vote for Donald because our 401k or our 802, because we got 2 401s, they'll go that way. Why? Because they're trying to keep that comfort zone. And then you have African white males, and we had white lash, which was, we had this black guy in the White House, we gonna vote for anybody white. And if you look at every woman that's in Trump's cabinet, all of them fit the same mode, about the same height, about the same age, about everything. Everything. It's all about the same with him. And that Hope Hicks went through there, the White Widow. She went through there spreading COVID like a house on the corner of trick or treat. She is spreading it around. And
I'm trying to figure this is my thing when I was saying I'm not sure if he had it or not. Because what is it? He's 70 what? How old is he?
Too old.
70. You get on my damn nerves. He's overweight. I'm sure he has to have another pre-existing condition. So I'm like, how you all right? Because when I had that shit, I felt like I was about to die. And I have sickle cell anemia. I've been in sickle cell crisis that didn't feel as bad as when I went through COVID. So I'm trying to figure out how this bitch get up and go get in a damn motorcade and ride around the wave when I couldn't walk from my damn bed to my bathroom.
I say we get rid of this because when they can stand up and say he's in the best shape of any man and these are medical doctors. I mean, I'm thinking, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Nobody's.
I think it's all the point, like right now, whether he is sick and trying to make it seem like he's all right, because now you want everybody to take this damn vaccine. You can kiss my ass. You see what Kamala said. If the doctors and stuff say the vaccine is okay, I'll take it. But if Trump tell me to take it, I ain't taking it.
You know what? If they say the vaccine come out, I don't care if Kamala Biden.
I'm not taking no damn vaccine.
I'm going to let y'all do 6 months and I'm going to watch y'all close.
That's what I said.
How about
That's
that?
what I said. I guess what you won't do, it won't be no Tuskegee experiment over here, not this damn time.
No.
Y'all take it first.
Girl, if I go ahead and find
it. Let all the rich ass people take it first. Right. All the people who feel like they better than everybody, let them go on and take it first. Give it a good, like you say, Stan, good 6 months. See what happens. Because y'all trying to rush out a vaccine, but what are the side effects going to be?
That's my point.
You know, my thing is
we get old. Listen, well, we halfway through this life, okay? I'm not trying to mess up the rest I got left to take some goddamn vaccine. Fuck it, I already had COVID. I should have had antibodies to keep me from getting it again, shouldn't I?
You know, I was scared thing with the vaccine is you're working on this vaccine to get it approved, and then you want to put it out there for trials. Now, there are some people like us that stay up late at night and watch TV, and you get these medicines, and I don't know who names them, Carisha Lava. If you're suffering from breathing, and you know, they got symptoms that everybody got, number one. And then they never tell you what it's for, but if you take it, you know, side effects can be heart attack, death, stroke, amnesia, and aneurysms.
That make me feel like, remember Queens of Comedy? When some more said you got to figure out if you want a runny nose or a runny ass. You don't know what it is because the medicine will take away the one thing and give you something else. There was a time when I was going through so many sickle cell crises. One year, it was just out of control, right? They was about to put me on some chemo medicine. I said, are you fucking crazy? You want me to take this medicine to stop this hurt and this pain to make me hurt and pain and lose all my hair and shit too? You can kiss my ass. I'm gonna just go through what I've been going through.
Right. Mish just put up that comment, and that lady is you know, that to me is just absolute telling. You know, they let this man walk around like the Prince of Persia, you know, and he's just a walking vector, a carrier of this disease. And if you look at the people in his cabinet that have been affected, all these, I don't want to wear a mask. I'm not going to mask a sign of weakness. I say this, coronavirus is not running rampant in the White House. It's simply not. We're not going to call it corona anymore. It's called the purge, okay? It's called the purge. That's what I call it. Let them all go in there. You want to go to weddings, you don't want to mask. All of y'all don't mask. Let it back. This
was my question, Stan, and maybe you can answer this. Okay, so when they said that the president, first lady, whoever else was supposed to have been exposed to it, right? I'm trying to figure out why the hell you had to go to the hospital. You in the White House. Y'all couldn't close down a part of the White House and had a goddamn whatever doctors and shit work on y'all for being who the hell you are, come in there, quarantine off a wing of the White House for that shit. Why the fuck you at Walter Reed and all that? Why?
You know, I say that for the poor people that have to work in there, some of them are minimum wage. Not everybody in the White House is six figures.
How
Get his
about
ass
that?
out of there for those people. And I refuse to call her the first lady. Okay, to me, her name is Auntie B. Okay, that is Auntie B Best. You know, I won't call her first lady. You know, I won't. I can't put that title on her.
I swear to
Once
God,
I
I be feeling sorry for y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I feel sorry for her because I think in her mind, never in a million years did she ever think that fool was gonna actually win and that she was gonna actually have to beat this shit.
Well, she's nice looking, but if I see all your goodies, I cannot picture you in the White House. I just can't. Now, Michelle
You guys
Obama,
remember when Mrs. Obama had the shirt that didn't have no sleeves?
yeah. Now Michelle Obama is fine, but I wouldn't want to
When
see
she,
everything
but
she got.
remember when she had the dress that didn't have no sleeves and the world went into an uproar like she was naked?
Well, he wore a tan suit.
Yeah. Yes, sure did. And called her a shirt. Listen, they made it seem like the world was coming to an end because she had on a dress that showed that she, all that healthy talk and stuff that she touched, she showed and proved because she showed them goddamn arms. But we done seen this lady's front, back, middle, side, every which way but loose. And y'all want her to represent us. How?
Now she, you know, I just, you know, it's one thing to everybody past. Okay, I can get by that. But don't put this lady in there and say that she's the best first lady we've ever had. She has
Who
accomplished.
said that? Somebody said that?
Oh yeah, I got the Trumpers that hit my Facebook, and you know, this woman has accomplished nothing in 4 years. He's accomplished really nothing, but she has
I ain't
accomplished
seen her do not one damn thing except for repeat Mrs.
Easter egg,
Obama's speeches and shit.
Easter egg hunt. They do the Easter egg hunt. Remember, they do the Easter egg hunt at the White House, and she
Yeah.
stayed there while Donnie threw paper towels to the hurricane victims.
Oh yeah, I remember that. This dummy didn't even know that Puerto Rico was a territory of ours. He gets on my damn nerves.
He came back and said he spoke to the president of Puerto Rico.
Yes. I said, you know what? When I said, because you know how sometimes you hear something and you like, I know that ain't what I thought I heard. And did this fool just say that?
No, I don't.
Is Stan frozen?
Yeah, he just froze.
What you eating that you ain't on the screen?
This damn chicken.
Where you get it from?
That's all right.
We so greedy. Stan, go out and come back in.
He'll come back.
All right. Listen.
Oh, I'm coming, y'all, child.
Okay. So, y'all, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, so yesterday, you know, Meech, all over Facebook and everything, they had watch parties, right? For the debate. So I went into somebody's watch party at first. And I guess I didn't realize that it must have been like on their side because I ain't never seen so much hateful shit heard. Oh yeah, and he called DC and say, I know he's a fucking dumbass. They were in there saying all these kind of hateful ass things and calling her all kinds of names and all kinds of shit. And I was like, well, goddamn, maybe I'm in the wrong place because what the fuck is that? I just don't. And then at the debate with him and Biden last week, did y'all hear him when he said, because I'm sure y'all talked about it, I just wasn't in on the show. When Biden said something about smart, and he said, don't you ever say nothing about being smart ever again.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Child, I passed the fuck out. I said, I know the fuck he ain't tell Biden about being smart. Bitch, you said my Biden could remember what fucking college he went to. Bitch, you ain't even get into your own college. Somebody else took the test for you. Y'all hear Mook said Trump retarded. She says she know we're not supposed to use that word, but he is.
Well,
Listen, I don't know what the hell wrong with him. Like I said, that damn Pence, I don't trust him. He looked like a clone or a mannequin. Something wrong with him.
Yeah,
I don't trust people who facial expressions don't ever change. I'm just trying to tell you.
What?
If your facial expression don't ever change, like I said, either it's a bunch of Botox or you want some lithium or something. He on the old shit. Meech, what's the old shit they used to give to people? What's that shit I said I took one time? My mom, I took it by accident. Thorazine. That nigga on something because his face be straight all the time. He looked like his head about to pop off. I don't know. He's a weirdo to me. Like he looked like he probably a Nazi. I swear to God, I've been saying that about him for years. I say every time I looked at him, I said he reminds me of what I think a Nazi would look like nowadays. Like not those neo-Nazi dumbass kids, but like you know the Nazis like back in the day when ain't nobody really know. Like when they came over here and shit, and we ain't know they was them over there that was doing all the war crimes and shit like that. That's what he puts me in the mind frame of.
The KGB.
Yes. Motherfucking Russia spy and shit. Yeah, you know that's they friends and shit. The KGB, they fucking friend. Shit, they talking about something. Did you see when they was talking about when the girl died and they should have moved her and all of that stuff, and that was, you know, Obama, Biden and them should have did this and they should have did that. Yeah, bitch. Well, you know what? Them police shouldn't have shot. What's my baby name?
Which one?
Breonna Taylor.
Okay.
You want to go tick for tack? Our motherfucking kids are being gunned down every goddamn day.
Okay.
What you gonna do about it? And then you want to go in here and y'all talk about taking away people's right to choose. You want to stack the Supreme Court with people who want to reverse Roe versus Wade. Come on. Stop that bullshit.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this out loud again. Because for all of you conservatives out there who feel that the reversal of Roe v. Wade is going to have some kind of credence, for all of you evangelicals out there who say that this is God's plan, for all of you people out there who's trying to tell a woman what she is and is not supposed to do with her body, I need for you to harness up all that energy, and I'm expecting for the orphanages, the foster care system,
there you go.
Everybody else where there's children being left out. Go down to these homeless shelters. Go down and get some of these kids where these mamas don't want them. Like the bitch that was up here.
That bitch that we had on the show. Y'all remember?
That bitch whose video we showed us. She sat up there and called the cops and made up a story for them to come and get all 6 or 7 of her goddamn kids. Oh, these kids are gone, bitch. They gone.
And having a party, telling the other bitches, I'll show y'all how to do it too.
You want the bitches gone? Okay, I'll show you what to do. Yeah, what you mad?
I'll show you.
Kids, you mad? I had them, they mad. And I didn't want them little bastards no more. So anytime you got folks like that, I need for y'all to harness all of that energy. And that means that when this is over, if it gets overturned or whatever, there should be no more kids anywhere.
Right.
That are without parents, since y'all say everybody got the right to life and this is God's plan. I need for you to go out there and get rid of this now. Okay? Because until that happens, then y'all need to shut y'all motherfucking mouths. And I'm gonna add this proviso. That includes all of the fathers out there who are upset but can't do nothing about it. And I'm going to say be quiet for this reason. Because nobody has gotten up to fight for the rights of fathers and unborn children. Okay? This has all been put on the woman. You can't tell her what to do with her body, but okay. But it takes 2 to tango.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's my child, then I need to have rights to it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so and I need for them to stop making it seem like because people fight on the side of pro-choice does not mean that everybody that fights on the side of pro-choice means that they think that everybody should get an abortion.
Right. Exactly.
Because, and I think that's the rep that pro-choice gets. I feel like it's up to that woman to choose.
Right.
You don't know what it's like until you're in that position.
Right.
Exactly.
You know,
And then if you've been in that position, you don't know what it's like, the after effects of that position.
Right.
I have. And I feel like sometimes when we have those fucked up situations happening, and you like, well, God, I ain't did nothing. I try to be a good person and I'm good to everybody and I'm good. And sometimes I just have to feel like, well, bitch, you know what you did. At the time, you felt like it was a good thing at the time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
However, even though I know it's a regret for me, you don't know what somebody else has went through.
Right.
You don't know what position they was in. You don't know if they was raped or molested or whatever. You don't know what is going on in somebody's head on why they feel the need to do that. But don't always think that just because somebody feels like we should be on the side of pro-choice means that everybody feel like everybody should go get abortions, because that's not the case.
You know, I agree. And I say this on, you know, the pro-choice crowd, and I don't take a stand either way, because I feel like for everybody who says that abortion should absolutely be illegal, under no circumstances we shouldn't have it, I say to the men, and I've got 5 sisters, I'm just going to say, what do you do when the doctor comes into you and says, okay, your wife is going to die delivering this child.
Mm-hmm.
The child is going to be severely handicapped, severely deformed. What gives that man, who is nothing more than a husband or father of the child, what gives him dominion over whether this woman lives or dies? That's my personal stance on it.
Right.
But then to the other side of it, I say to the pro-life people, I can understand your philosophy and what you say you believe in, but then I want you to clarify and explain to me, or put into words, or put into a social contract, at what point do we stop caring about your right to life? When I'm seeing young Black men gunned down, well, they're the product of pro-life. So at what point do they go from this child in the womb that we almost care about, and we all, he's here, he's a suspicious person, because he's not crawling anymore, he's walking.
Right.
So
Right.
we as Americans have to be consistent, and this is not a matter of civil rights, because in my belief, we have never fought a civil rights struggle in America, contrary to everything we saw in the 60s, because you cannot have civil rights until you have a foundational understanding of practice, principles, and application of that which is called human rights.
Exactly. Exactly. Marlon makes this point, and I think this here is the creed of the movement. Abortion shouldn't be used as, I don't feel like having my baby because I didn't mean to get pregnant. Okay. And
I believe it too.
that those who are pro-life, that there are the people that they're trying to target.
Right.
You know, those
Right.
who use abortion.
Yeah, and I get that. Right. I get that.
I get that all day. You understand? I understand that all day, because it's like, bitch, okay, wait a minute. You're not gonna skate through this responsibility like that. But there's a lot of problems on the back end, because they'll do all that stuff. Those who have had multiples abortions, now they get up in age and carrying on, they start to miss the regret, the guilt, and carrying on.
So now, yeah, I was getting ready to say, and now you can't have no babies, and you done had so much scar tissue, and
I was going to go there, scar tissue and stuff, and then also what other complications? Oh, excuse me, complications that have come from it, because now your body is changing. You know, hysterectomies and all this kind of stuff may have to be given because somebody went up in there one time too many. Okay, that fucked up something. Okay.
And you know, like we said, we never know what somebody's going through. I told y'all, I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
But I also remember almost doing it again. I had almost, y'all, my baby, the youngest one, I remember saying, oh my God, I can't mentally do this right now. All in my mind, I'm saying, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I went to the doctor. The doctor looked at me and said, your body is self-aborting this baby. My mind instantly snapped.
Wow.
Snapped right back into place. What do I need to do to make sure my baby is all right? Your ass gotta stay on bed rest. And that's exactly what I did. That motherfucker will be 23 on Sunday.
Okay. I have a doubt.
You never know what's going on with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mother, they wanted you to abort, and I chose to keep her. And I'm glad we didn't listen to them. Wow. You know what? Let's talk about that, because see, that's a part of this argument that nobody hears. And that there is when the doctors tell you to abort the child because of the imperfections. Right, and they will. If they find something early enough, and they will tell you, like, especially if you're in the early enough stages. And I can tell y'all what I am absolutely against: those late abortions. Yeah. Don't do that. I mean, you know, I can't tell nobody what exactly to do, but your baby almost about to be born. Just go on to heaven and give it away. And give it up. And give it away. Yeah. I'm not for abortion, but I'm not against it to the point where I feel like I have a right to damn everyone to hell. Okay. Right. That's where I am with it. That's where I am. I don't feel like
that really got up under my skin. Not a bad way, but
hold on. What, girl?
Whoever that young lady is not worth it, because they told my mom the same thing 44 years ago. And I've been in and out the jail, and that's my cue card to get out most of the time. I've been dancing for 44 years. I am transgender. I have to hide the fact that I have it. I put my makeup and my hair on. Don't be ashamed. Because, baby, I am Down syndrome. I'm cuckoo and crazy. Might not got no teeth, but I got all the knowledge of ability going on. So don't let that distract you or deter you. Because they told my mom she can abort me, or she can fall on the side and have a miscarriage. But she went ahead and had me. And the craziest thing, on my dad's side, all 14 aunts and uncles, my grandmama's brothers and sisters, was 14 of them, and they all had Down syndrome except her.
Wow.
And then I'm the only grandchild on that side of the family, on my dad's side of the family, that has it. But you have a high-functioning Down syndrome child, and you have a low-functioning Down syndrome child. And I was lucky enough, even though I was in behavior disorder class, to be the high functioning, because a lot of them are born with a half of a brain, a brain water in there. So,
I think that's what she was saying. The doctors had told her that, and she said no, and she had a baby. And, you know, and I don't like, because some doctors will give you the information for you to be able to decide. But then you got some of them doctors who will be like, well, you know, you're going to have all these problems. And it's like, how dare you? Okay. She said she was born with 3 holes in her heart and had open heart surgery. I wanted to post a picture of her. She's now 14. Okay. Amen. Come on now. Okay. And she's spoiled to death. And she's doing very well. Okay. So
yo,
what's up?
How you doing?
How you doing, Stan?
What's up, bro?
Hey, all y'all niggas gonna stop complaining, because all you niggas belong in jail. You chickaboos and you hoodwinks and all the rest of y'all. You poor
I fucking hate you.
All y'all belong in jail.
Here you come with the bullshit.
All y'all look suspect. Matter of fact, Meech, you look suspicious because you got on a dark shirt. You look like a burglar.
Depending on what I'm feeling, honey.
And Stan, is that your piano back there, or who house you get that out of?
Hey,
keep the description.
Hey, let me show you around. Watch this. Let me show you around.
Oh, he said, "Oh, wait a minute, watch this." Okay,
So, hey, if they break it over here, they're gonna be surprised. They're gonna be like, "We in the wrong house."
Hey,
that damn stand. Listen, he king of the green screen now on.
That backdrop, shit. Okay.
It's his green screen. You know he king of the green screen now.
Yes.
hey, no, look, hey, hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
Is that a Van Gogh on your wall?
Baby, if it is, guys, I sold that motherfucker. I show up.
If it is, it's Van Gogh into the pawn shop.
Van Gogh and right up on it's going Van Gogh his ass, bro.
Lord have mercy.
They come in here trying to steal that picture up off the wall. God gonna come up out of that motherfucker and start talking. Y'all know that's the whole picture of Adam and Eve. It take you a long time to realize what it is. You gotta stare at it. It's some shit in there. They touch that one if they want to.
Well, okay. It's the whole.
Hey, I was checking in with y'all, man. I got doggone. I'm in 3 places at one time.
We see.
Okay.
You working hard because it's late.
Right.
I done been everywhere today. I done been a teacher. I done been a manager of the doggone install studio. Now I'm up here moral support.
Y'all, let me shout out. Can I shout? Stan, you get on my damn nerves. That motherfucker
Hey,
got
that
Jones
look like somebody
behind
I seen in the club.
No, you know
I
what?
hate you.
That Kamala came in, old boy, the other night. That's Kamala right there.
Okay, how?
That's
Y'all
definitely
need to shout
Kamala.
out all the parents who got kids who was doing virtual teaching. Y'all know my granddaughter is here. I can say, you know what? It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. But
That's because you probably have a well-rounded student. I got a Ray at the house. I got to knock his ass out once a day.
well, you know, every now and then she's zoned out a little bit, but she easy to redirect.
Stan,
You got that fly back up there. Stan is so damn.
Okay.
You see
That's how
Stan
we know
background?
it's time to go. We've been on here for 2 hours and 42 minutes. It's time to go.
Right.
That damn Stan in red.
Look at Stan. Look at Stan.
I know he being bad. Okay, special guest star at the debate. Right. Okay, now we're going to bring you.
Hey, but you gotta admit though, that was a fly ass debate.
I hate you. That's it. Meech. I can't take his ass nowhere.
You know what? Donald Trump could say, I wanted to be a fly on the wall.
I hate y'all.
Hey,
I cannot.
but I'll tell you what though, that debate did bring one thing up. It did bring some up. It bring new light to shithead.
Don't do that.
Flies only go after 2 things. Power and shit, being back. That's the only 2 things.
Don't do that.
That's not that COVID.
I'm done. I'm so done.
Now look. I don't know you swallow. No, you don't make me spit on the swallow, damn it.
Okay.
Hey, they say that fly on life support.
Because that nigga got Rona. He got Rona now.
Over there walking green. Fly with the shot.
Okay. That's what I flew over.
Hey, he went back home. He said, man, they done gave me some shit worse than raid.
Okay.
I bet you one thing, if it's a fly in the White House tomorrow, watch the staff.
Right.
Look, people done worked at 99 years. They quit. They quit tomorrow.
Secret Service in there talking about.
He's cray. Okay, cray.
Wait a minute, y'all remember the butler? Y'all remember? Yeah, we know Prince got the butler. It ain't gonna be no butler tomorrow. They see him flying that bitch. They all gonna pack their shit. They like, fuck this. We out of here.
Grubhub.
See, now listen, children. They have put me at the donut factory. I'm on again for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we're gonna do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
I'm coming with y'all for our shows this week, and we're gonna do this all again. And that's gonna be the schedule. So until this thing gets to be whatever it's gonna be, yeah. Okay. So understand, Stan, what you got coming up Saturday?
This Saturday we're gonna talk about the internal struggle in policing, where you have the warrior faction versus the peacemaker faction. That's the internal struggle in policing. And I spoke to a young lady today that I met about a year before I retired. And she was actually sleeping in her car at a drug rehab center when I found her. And she was scared, she had a drug problem and all that. And she thought and I spent probably about an hour with her. And I finally told her, go over to the police department, sit in the lobby, got her some food and everything. And this young lady, she wrote a Christmas card for me. And in this card, she put her whole life story and just how much a difference it made the way I treated her. Well, she's went to jail for a little bit of time. She got out, got her life straight, got married, and she's going to come on and tell her story.
Okay.
So for anybody who's had an addiction problem and doesn't, or your children are going through it and you don't know how to come out, listening to this lady, they'll be able to call and talk to her, and she can give you advice on what worked for her. But tomorrow is a special day because tomorrow is the day where the city has to make a decision. Either we're going to fight or we're going to settle. So, I'm on here. My attorney is, he put the cocky in Johnny Cochran. I got a good one.
All right now.
You said, Stan, he said he put the what and who?
He put the cocky in Johnny Cochran.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
No. You know better than to say anything like along the lines to this one.
I mean, this brother is sharp, and like I said, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be it's a unique position to be in.
Right.
The community has shown me so much love, and in this day and age, to have the community standing behind a police officer. That's pretty cool.
That right there is that's gonna speak volumes right there.
Exactly. Exactly.
All righty.
We're gonna let you guys get back to your humble abodes. I have been sitting in this hard ass chair all day. My ass hurts, my legs hurt, my back hurt.
Sound like you had company.
If that was the case, honey, ooh.
Well, y'all, I'm glad we coming because this damn turban was too damn tight. I gotta get my hair done.
Okay.
I know your big ass head. You got it wrapped up like that. You better.
I am not. No.
Don't be talking about my head because I know I got a big ass head. You gotta be talking about my head like that.
No.
That's why I ain't getting done yet because I gotta take all these fucking braids out. Listen.
Hey, Nikki, you took that turban off. You took that turban off, and your forehead took a deep breath.
You leave my forehead alone. She is all right over here. She said she all right over here. What in the world? I thought I saw that earlier. You play entirely too damn much.
I'm not. Okay, that's it.
Because I had saw the caption, but I didn't look down earlier.
Mama, come here quick. Junior on TV. Not Junior.
Good night, y'all. Good night. Because Stan don't know how to act. Red don't know how to act.
It's that Philadelphia Eagle in me. Right now, we division leaders.
Yes, God, thank the Lord. When I rode past the stadium all them times last week, then I was so happy to see that green look. We wasn't in there, but the stadium was lit up, baby.
Okay. Well, listen, everybody. I'm going to close out tonight, and I'm going to play David's the intro for David one more time.
You gonna do what?
I'm gonna play David Ford.
The commercial again. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. But before we go, honey, listen, we are in perilous times right about now, and it's not to where we don't know how to get ourselves out. Okay, we can if we stay focused and if we do what we're supposed to do. Okay? Not what we're supposed to do, not necessarily what we want to do. Do what we're supposed to do. Okay. I think that everything will then start to take us where we need to go. Okay. We're gonna come back on the next day, as tomorrow, and it's gonna be a feel good Friday. We're gonna do a couple of cute things up in here. I got to put together a couple of things I want to do, and I might have to pull the cards back out, Chad.
Oh, I did these last night.
I might have to pull the cards back out.
I did these last night.
Okay, because I got a request for it.
That was a powerful thing. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Okay. So having said all that, my darling, you may finish all of your crumpets, baby, because the tea has been dished and you've been dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meech, Aunt Nikki, the big guy ally Big Red. We have special guest, Mr. David Ford, the eyewear designer, and also our friend to the show, Mr. Stan Mason, and came on up in here. It's been a fun-filled show. It's been packed today, children. So, honey, if you love me, tell a friend. Honey, if you hate me, tell all of your enemies. Okay, you know this. One way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing over here will move forward. Okay? So on that note, I'm going to leave y'all first with David before we do the ending credits. So,
see y'all tomorrow night. Ooh, look at you.
And
wow, now sing.
Come on now. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford. Right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.